Alrighty. Hello, everybody. I am your fungal overlord sapping the body of Ink, your DM, and Danica immediately dies. But welcome everyone to Wish, a D&D 5e homebrew campaign episode 4. Before I go in with kind of the plot recap and let everyone get all settled, just a few announcements. So first off, as always, thank you to our sponsor, Dice Bard, for their continued support of the channel. Everyone, please note that if you use the promotional code PROBO, PROBO, for Dice Bard, you can get free expedited shipping anywhere in the world. Get yourself some Dice Bard dice. Also, other supporters, OBS Streamlabs, Many-Sided Dice, Roll20. Without any of them, this show wouldn't be possible, so thank you to all of our supporters. And finally, we have a new show. It's coming out soon. Tuesday, April 2nd, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Catch the first episode of Tabletop Legends, where Proficiency Bonus will be doing a exclusive alternate cover D&D 5th edition hardcover book giveaway. More information on how to do that will be presented in the stream, so don't miss it. Tuesday, April 2nd, 7 p.m. All right. I think that's everything. I did it. I did the announcements, guys.
Yay.
All right. Let's bring us over to the players.
Already
before
did.
Oh. Well, there's the players, everybody. Look
Say
at
hi.
our fancy new overlay that needs that we're still working out, but it's super cool. Danica, who we will see her face in a little bit, did it for me. It's so pretty, guys. Oh my gosh, we look so amazing. So
Bear with me as I fix chat size. Sorry.
that's fine. Kristy, as always, my lovely producer. I wouldn't be able to do this without her. She is a superwoman. So while she does that, I guess I could kind of give us a little plot recap. Yeah? All right. So let's see. Our adventurers had all made their way from... Let's actually get some new music. Let's liven this up a bit. Our adventurers have made their way from various lands that they had called home to the strange continent known as Euranea, the land of wishes. For whatever reasons they had, they decided to pack up their things and go. But as they all approached a mysterious mist that surrounded the continent, they awoke in a strange stone dungeon-like chamber with magical devices that suddenly began to break down as reality itself seemed to be tearing itself apart, only escaping with their newfound companions through a strange portal which brought them to a forest. Unbeknownst to them where exactly in the world they had ended up, they quickly had found themselves with a group of elves, special elves called the Vishani people, who brought them back to their grove and introduced them to their leader, Aliawa Baba, who told them that their lands were being corrupted by a strange blight that was affecting their people, as they were also connected to the forest very directly, as these were Eladrin elves with a very strong connection to this forest that they called home. In exchange for supplies and guidance out of this strange forest, the Vishani people asked the adventurers go and investigate this blight and try and put a stop to it. They traveled out, encountering some strange, corrupted members of the tribe who attacked them, and traveled until about nightfall, where they found a small encampment which was housed by the wonderful Jasper, a half-elf, not part of the tribe, who sort of a little bit of an adventurer himself, and his temporary companion Giz, who was excited to join the party for their adventure into the Darkwood. Jasper showed them various little trinkets, as well as just share his story and food with the rest of the party as nightfall came. And one party member, Oz, played by our lovely Danica, who was on her way, was attracted to this strange mirror, which connected her with her warlock patron, connected him. Danica, you're killing me. Connected him with his warlock patrons, whom he had not been able to connect to with some time. And upon that reconnection, declared, "Where have you been? It's been years." And that was pretty much where we left off. Giz went and hunted a nice wolf because he did not like the stew. You are all here, sitting at this camp with Jasper, about to plan your next move into the Darkwood, and you heard your companion Oz talking to this mirror exclaim, "What do you mean, it's been years?" So, my lovely party, what would you like to do?
I think I'm still pouting by the river. I don't think she's returned to the party yet.
All right. Bubbles had made her way away from the camp to do some introspection by the river and is still there. So that leaves Maverick, Giz, who has returned with a fresh kill, some nice red meat, and Temerity and Oz. You are all here at the camp with Jasper.
I'm gonna get some of that moonshine and just start going at it. And I'm just kind of like definitely keeping an eye on Oz. Like very noticeably watching Oz.
All right. Jasper has passed out various bottles of his special brand of moonshine that he's made across on his travels and has given it out to various members of the party, as it looks like they've had a little bit of a tough time of it. Jasper, again, being a half-elf who seems to have a strange affliction where one of his arms and almost half of his face seems to be turning to stone due to a strange encounter he had with a portal in his past.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna act like anything outland. I'm not gonna offer information about what my patrons talked with me about. At least at the moment.
All right. Maverick, what are you doing?
I am going to head over to the little one and sit next to her. I won't say anything. I'll just sit out and look at the water.
All right. Bubbles and Maverick sit silently by the river. Jasper kind of finishes cleaning up the plates of the rabbit stew of which he offered you and kind of putting all of the bowls into a little stack. Well, Giz, I know I told you that I wouldn't want to take you too far into the Darkwood if you were alone, but I know you've had a mighty interest in it, and these folk look like they're pretty interested in going, so if you'd like to, I could take you all inside.
This pleases me.
Yeah.
I welcome all of you.
I think Giz is going to tear a big leg, just crudely tear a leg off the wolf he killed and start eating it.
Yeah, you have to. He's honestly really nice. He's just.
Does anyone want some? There's
good.
plenty to go around.
I'm good, Giz.
Okay.
Well, I guess tomorrow we're gonna be going and taking care of this blight nonsense for the plant elves.
Hopefully, I mean, that would probably fix a lot of the issues here. I don't know if you want to leave before daybreak, get a little bit of cover at night. We could do that, or we could just wait until dawn, get a kind of full night's sleep, and just go about it however you want. I've seen a few things walking around in the Darkwood, and well, they haven't seen me, but it might be a little bit easier if they see a larger group who I don't know what might happen.
I think we need a little bit of rest, especially after running into those bladed elves on the other side of the river.
Of course. Yeah, you feel free to use the camp. I can even. I'm not too sleepy. I could probably take a watch, or whatever's more comfortable for you. I'm sorry that I don't have more tents. It's just kind of mine and Giz's. I don't know if he really wants to share. Could fit about 2 people.
It's fine. Don't mind roughing it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so if he's gonna offer to keep watch, then I'm just gonna, like, I don't know, get some rocks and leaves and just try to make, like, a little place to rest my head. I've been through worse, so I'll just sleep on that.
If you would like, since I'm doing the shift, if you'd like to use the tent, please feel free. There shouldn't be any bad weather coming in, so you don't have to necessarily worry about rain. Whatever's more comfortable for you.
Alright, well, if any of the others would rather use the tent, just tell them to yell and I'll get out.
Alright. He kind of calls over in the direction of the river. Hey, you two, looks like everyone's kind of settling down for the night, so we'll be over here. You know, if you need anything, just holler.
Okay.
I'm gonna splash on her face.
Why'd you do that?
You look dry.
Well, I was.
No, you are not.
Hey,
I'm
where
gonna splash her again.
can I punch him?
Go for it.
I just punched him in the arm. Stop that!
Roll, do you want to do an attack?
I don't know, should I? Sure.
I'm asking. All right.
Fuck it.
Roll for an unarmed attack.
Okay, I'm not raging. It's okay. I won't kill you.
Murdered monkey.
Hey, I've done that before. Not making that mistake again. Well, I rolled a 16 plus 3, so 19 to hit.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you 1 point of damage because she's holding back.
You see him like kilt her over, his feet are just in the air, and his face just like pokes up over his butt. What'd you do that for?
Well, what'd you do this for?
You wanted splash. I gave you splash.
I did not know. That's no.
Oh no. You look like the one that likes to splashy splash. He goes to like reach his hand over the ring.
Stop! I have a question for you. Where are you from?
I am from a place. Yes. No. It doesn't ring. No, I can't think of where I'm from. I think I was some sort of entertainer.
Did you ever have, like, these mini dragons and did you fly around?
Oh no, I typically am dragon food.
Oh no, these dragons can't eat you. They're small.
I too am very, very small.
Yeah, but they're like perfect size for us to ride.
Where are these dragons you mentioned?
Well, they were like from where I'm from, but not really. They're like in a different plane.
Ooh. Where are you from?
I'm from Jade.
Jade is a pretty name. Do they have monkeys there?
Well, they do now. Jeeves brought
They
them
do.
in. And we party every year. Well, we're supposed to party every year. And a whole bunch of, like, hundreds of monkeys come and party at the inn. And I was wondering if you were one of them.
Well, you must take me.
Yeah, I'll take you. It's fun.
Well, let us go now.
I don't know how to get back.
Right. We are stuck here.
Yeah.
Do you like moonshine?
It's okay.
Yeah, come, drink. He's gonna start using his tail to like pull her.
That's
Why
not
you
really...
know?
Huh?
Why you no move?
Okay, I follow.
I mean, you
Kind of
both
like shuffling
make
her
your-
feet, like very begrudgingly.
make your way about the 20-25 feet or so from the riverbank to where Jasper's camp is, and you can see Temerity getting down for bed. Oz, what are you doing? Are you getting ready to kind of lay down, or?
Danica messaged she has to do something.
I can jump in for a couple minutes and then I'll be fully in like a couple minutes. But
Sure.
I'll just be sitting around the fire, like using the light from it to look in the mirror, probably for a while.
Sure thing. Okay, so Temerity is getting ready for bed. Oz is still looking in the mirror as you two come back. Giz is absolutely probably about halfway through eating a whole...
Elbows deep in a wolf.
He's just going into it, keeping his gore kind of in his little space, and Jasper kind of just pushes the bottles over to each of you.
A cheers to our adventures to Jade.
Okay.
You drink it? No, like with your mouth.
Yeah, I know, but my dad told me never to drink this stuff because it's not as good as his stuff. So, but oh well, he's not here.
Your dad has the good stuff.
Oh, my
If
dad
he'd be
makes
willing to
wine
share.
my dad makes wine and beer. He has a brewery.
You actually start to see his tail like wiggle.
I never been much for wine myself, but you know, I make do with what I can where I go. So
That makes sense.
I was telling your friends that it looks like it seems most want to kind of wait until daybreak. I'll still wake everyone up just a little bit before dawn so we can at least get a move on under cover. But it looks to be like that's sort of the plan. Now I'll lead you in, and I guess you'll all take it from there.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Alrighty then. I've told Giz before. I'll tell you again. I'm not really much of a fighter, so my bow is strictly for hunting. I like to just sort of stay out of the fray. I'll get you in there, but you're on your own for whatever you plan on doing. I hope that's all right.
Well, that's fine. You don't need to come.
Well, I want to come because these forests can get a little bit weird, and you might need someone to at least get you to where you need to go. Or you might be going in circles and wasting a lot of time. So I'm willing to help you that far.
Like more friends?
Yeah, that's fine. Do you need
All
help
right.
with watch?
Normally I do my watches alone. If you want to stay, you're free to. I guess I didn't ask one of your friends if you'd like to take the Giz. Would you mind doing the second watch tonight?
That is fine. I need to finish this wolf anyway.
There we go. So he'll be fine. And then I guess whichever one of you wants to do like a third one, but I'll probably wake up. Sure thing. All right. Well then you get some sleep. You know, it's a big day tomorrow apparently.
I will be the best watch there is to be. I'm gonna fall face down on my face, ass up.
Perfect. Noted.
Is it like a little like purple like mandrill butt, or is it like a hairy little chimp butt?
I would imagine it's still kind of dusty from sitting on the runes. It's like a dark maroon with a little dirt.
Wow.
Wow.
I can see you've thought about this.
Oh wow.
It has a little imprint of where I sat last.
Well, as the maroon moon, as we say, fades up towards the sky, Jasper offers Oz and Bubbles if they would like to use his tent. It's all set up in there. Or you can just find a space here at the camp.
Is that the tent that I'm in?
Yes. So they're
Okay, yeah, they would all see me like snoring really loud.
Yeah, she's kind of got the like splayed out sorta, like there's the covers are the blanket is sort of like
tangled around one leg.
But there's like one leg sticking out and like total snorefest, yeah.
No,
I'll take some of the tent.
I'm actually gonna lay outside beside Maverick, and because this is usually how she falls asleep, so she's gonna like gently take his arm and just hold it and just stare at the sky while she's trying to sleep.
Excellent. So
you can put your face right on my butt as a pillow.
as everyone settles down to sleep, I'll do just a quick perception check for Jasper's watch. Pretty good. He eventually he lets the fire die down a little bit as moonlight starts coming in through the trees, and he settles down, kind of just gets up against a tree, sort of gets himself into it, kind of folds his arms up as Giz will take the second watch, and I'll ask for a perception check from you. Giz, please.
Beautiful. Would you like me to make this a disadvantage?
Because you are eating your wolf.
And I don't have dark vision.
And you don't have dark vision. Yeah, actually,
Thank
unless you're listening out for it, but I would say
not really. I'm pretty yeah.
You still
Pretty
elbows
enthralled
deep
in
in
this
it.
thing. That's a 16.
All right, with disadvantage. Nice,
Mhm.
Giz. All right, so you do not see anything necessarily on your watch. You see a couple like little animals, but thankfully you've got a much nicer meal, so they don't take your interest too much. However, I will say that while you are all sleeping, Bubbles,
Uh-oh.
you wake up and you immediately do not notice Maverick near you. You don't see the campsite. You don't see anything really. You feel warm inside, but yet the outer edges of your body feel cold, and you feel like you're curled up in a fetal position. You put your arms out, and suddenly you realize you're in almost like a sphere, some kind of hard sphere. You can't see anything, and you're just surrounded on all sides. You feel very claustrophobic, which is strange for you. What do you do?
Her first instinct is this is Jeeves and Bubbles' dome plan for how they kill enemies, and she's stuck inside of it. So she thinks she's in her own dome. So she's gonna start punching to try and break through the wall of stone, which she doesn't know, but that's her first assumption.
Roll me 2 attacks.
Can I reckless? Am I dreaming? I don't know.
Do you want a reckless?
Yes, please.
Sure, do reckless.
The first one's an 18. The second one is 17.
All right.
To
roll me
hit.
some damage.
Okay.
Yeah, roll me some unarmed damage.
What is that?
I believe it is actually no wait. You don't.
I
have
don't
to
think I
roll
roll
do you?
for it,
It's
right?
One,
It's
it's 1 plus strength.
Okay, so they're 4 each.
4 each. You didn't rage, but kind of in a panic, you just immediately start banging your hands out to the side of these cold kind of sheer walls, and you find that they give away pretty easily. A crack on the right and a crack on the left, and they kind of splinter and come across to the front, connecting, light starting to pour in through these cracks. It's almost blinding as you've been in this intense darkness. It looks like you don't really know these walls are smooth and curved, and you start suddenly feeling like you're not breathing, and you want to struggle and get out.
Okay, I'm gonna just bum rush the crack and try and dive through it.
Give me an athletics check.
Okay. So 16.
16. You roll back, you realize that you don't have a whole lot of space, but you roll forward and you can feel this whole sphere almost seem to move with you. You take the momentum, you shove in with your shoulder, and you smash through the wall, and you feel like it's almost like a you very nicely named bubble bursting, and you are hit with this flood of air, and it fills your lungs, and there's warmth, but you just feel like there's all of you. It just feels like you've burst out, and you look back, and what you've been inside is a giant metallic egg. Your eyes adjust to the area around you. It is filled with light, and you can see columns, towers, walls of mithril gleaming and reflecting these beams of light. Large crystalline windows made of rubies, sapphires, inlaid with gold and silver, and everything just feels calm but empty. And you look ahead of you to a large platinum throne, and it's empty.
Hello?
You call out. Your voice reverberates. Hello? Hello? There's no response. And in this stillness, you start to hear something else. Breathing. Loud, sonorous breathing, and a heartbeat. And you feel it inside. It feels like your own, but yet larger and completely surrounding the space. And the breathing and the heartbeat are slow and weak. And you just see this platinum throne completely empty, and you can't take your eyes off of it as you just hear that warmth inside you starts to grow.
Is this a place I'm familiar with?
Roll a religion check.
Oh, God.
Whoop whoop.
Probably not, because I'm pretty sure I have a negative in that.
Level 2.
That's a 10 minus 2?
So 8.
8?
It feels darn religious.
Okay.
It feels. I would say you don't know necessarily where this is, but it obviously feels like some sort of palace.
Okay. I'm gonna start.
Walls of mithril, windows of crystal, throne of platinum.
I'm gonna start making my way to the throne and try and get a vantage point to look around.
All right. As you stand up, leaving this metallic egg behind you, you start to walk. There's a carpet that leads down the main hall through from the throne. And as you start to walk, and those echoes of your footsteps, the ground seems to splinter and crack. And this feels very similar to the place that you were in when you first came to Euranea. And your heart, the heartbeat that you hear resonating within the room, is starting to pick up, and you just feel You feel panicked, scared, but you're still just walking.
Jeeves? Alex?
Keep calling out.
Alana?
Nothing seems to be responding to you. The cracks, one on your right, one on your left, shoot forward, and they sunder the throne as it snaps and falls in two. The back wall seems to crumble and blow out, and you see several sets of eyes, all different colors. And then you wake up for your shift.
I haven't had a dream like that in a long time.
So, you see Giz has eaten his fill of this wolf and pretty much passed out near the end of his shift. Enough time for you to wake up. Would you like to give me a perception check for your shift?
Okay.
You have dark vision, right?
Not anymore, I don't,
No,
because you
not
took
anymore.
away my goggles!
I did take away your goggles. Disadvantage, please.
Okay. Well, the first one was good, the second one not so much. Perception. Oh, 13.
Alright. You're a little shaken up by that dream. You don't necessarily know what it means yet, so it distracts you a bit from your watch, but thankfully, it seems that nothing comes upon the party. You see Jasper start to rouse himself a little bit before dawn, as he said. Well, morning to you. You see, he kind of goes to crack his neck back and forth, and on one side, he just can't really tilt his head all the way as the stones sort of stop him, and you can see he's kind of wringing out his wrist and his fingers on that stone hand, trying to get, almost like trying to remind himself of how to get them to move.
Hey, Jasper.
Hmm?
Do you guys have, like, weird dreams when you're sleeping out here?
Well, suppose maybe I do, but honestly, I don't really remember a whole lot of my dreams. Tried to keep a dream journal one time, and it was just a bunch of goggly gook. Never really could make much of it. Sorry.
It's okay.
Do you have a dream?
Yeah, but I haven't had one like this in a really long time. It almost feels like... I don't know if it was in the past or in the future.
No, they can be a little bit strange like that sometimes. Maybe it's a little bit of both. I don't know. I'm gonna wake everyone up and see what the plan is, so you just let me know if you need anything, alright?
No, I'm just gonna go sit by the river again, if that's okay.
Oh, of course. I'll come get you if everyone else is ready to go, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Bye-bye.
And I just pat the monkey on the head and then I go.
I thought you were gonna say on the butt.
I almost did. I'm like, She's probably learned her lesson before. She's dealt with monkeys before, so probably not. She's probably done that once and regretted it.
Jasper goes around and kind of gently, to the best of his ability, rouses you, or kind of, you know, little bit of a metal spoon on his cooking pot, kind of like, all right, everybody, come on, everyone up.
Who? Where? What? It's going back to sleep.
The last 24 hours to you have completely gone.
He immediately slowly backs away from it. And like this slight defense, not saying anything.
Hey, look. Just waking everybody up.
Where am I?
You're in the Everwood.
Something wrong, Maverick, dear. I'm just gonna like stretch out of the tent. Something wrong.
How many of you are there here? Am I in danger?
You're fine, Fuzzball.
Hey,
What?
hey, Joe, I've never seen this place before.
Alright, just how drunk did you get last night? Because, I mean, when I went to sleep, you seemed fine, but... What the hell?
I'll have you know I only drink at least 15 drinks a day.
Yeah, I'm aware you knocked down like 2 bottles of my moonshine last night.
So you all...
Yeah.
So what are you doing with me? Am I some sort of assistant? Or am I one of your captors?
Do you not remember that weird astral dungeon? That big asshole that came after us with, like, the eyes and the hands, and there was those planets, and then we were... The elves?
Sounds like a very fun party, but I'm sorry I attended that one.
Where's the little one?
She wanted to just spend a little bit of time by the river. She's fine. Had a dream though. Looked like it kind of shook her up a bit.
Hey, short stack! Get over here.
Oh, we leave it now? I gotta waddle over.
Nah, the monkey's messed up. I think we broke him.
Maverick was wrong. Do I need to
You-
splash you?
You know my name. You look familiar. Do I know you?
Maverick, of course you know me. You were splashing me last night and being annoying.
I'm sorry.
I think it's best if we all are on some sort of mission. We should probably go there.
Maverick, are you
Well-
okay?
I am short person whose name I absolutely remember.
Is this like a hangover thing or?
I have no fucking idea. This is literally the second day that we've been with him. I don't know.
Seems like
Fair enough.
amnesia. I say as I eat my breakfast. Seems like amnesia to me. I've read about it before. But usually it's when you're old. How old are you?
I am.
I mean, he can't even remember yesterday. How the hell is he gonna remember how old he is?
Well, usually there's a distinction between them. Usually there's short term and then there's long term.
I
So
just.
do you not have both?
I remember certain things. I remember I was drinking.
I mean, that seems to be the theme with you, but
I can punch things.
Yeah.
I mean, do
do
you want to go punch things with us?
Absolutely.
All right, then we're good. Wait, does Giz have frills? Does he have like a neck frill?
He does, but they're like settled down at the moment. You haven't seen them flare up yet. They're all just kind of like saggy skin that's just kind of.
Ew.
Saggy boy. Well, I wanted to wake you all up just a little bit before dawn so that, well, if I'm going to be leading you in here, I figure I could kind of let you know how I could help. See, Baba probably wanted you to come find me because I've been going through the forest a lot, but also probably because she gave me a sort of like a boon, I guess. It's a little bit of a magic trick. I can only do it once, but it's been really helpful for when I was helping other Vashani people go into the Darkwood. Basically, as long as you stay close to me, we're a little bit harder to detect. You know, we can be a little bit sneakier. He can cast Pass without a trace.
Oh, I know
Okay.
what that is.
Yeah. Oh, you do?
Yeah. Alana could do it.
Well, there you go. But I can only do it once. So it's either we use it now and we go in, or I save it in case we need to get out real fast. Or if you still end up wanting to get some gold later, with that cave, I could use it then, but sort of a once a day kind of thing for me. I'm still getting the ropes of it.
I'm fine with saving it for the goblins.
That's fine.
All right. Well,
Either way.
you got any other kind of questions or concerns before I take you on in? Giz has seen it a few times too, so he's probably the one that knows the most about it that's actually come back out.
So just out of character for a second, just a reminder or refresher.
Yep.
He just has it's basically like go in, clear goblin area, get money.
Yeah, he was basically like, because he's a kind of ruins explorer, and he said that there was like these ruins in this little cave he found, and while he was in there was a whole bunch of goblins that were basically moving in, and he saw them carrying a big chest, but he watched them for a time, looked like they couldn't get it open, so he figured that there's still untouched treasure in there. He wants to make some money, offered you some of it if you basically helped him get in there.
And out of character, what's the other things we have to find? Like, we had to, find
A
shit.
deer. We have to find ore. We have to deal with the actual blight. There was that kid's uncle, which Temerity did not hear about.
Yeah.
So I don't know anything about that. And now Maverick doesn't remember.
What was the tree?
Oh yeah, the ironwood tree.
There's a special tree, an ironwood tree, that will look like it has veins. It'll look like an ore vein on a tree. You have a special tool to harvest some of that.
And then the stone, the rock.
Yeah, the ore.
You did have a little rock talk to you.
Yeah.
Jasper kind of gathered up all of his trinkets, besides the mirror, which he said that you could have, Oz. He gathered up all of his little trinkets again, and they've gone back into his bag.
All right, well, we ready to head out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's get this over with.
Hey, Gizzard, have you seen a tree like that before?
A tree like what?
It's like a tree that looks like it's got iron or something in it.
I have seen many trees over my time, but never a tree with iron inside of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Guess
you
we'll
were told that it's pretty deep into the dark wood, and Jasper hasn't led Giz all the way to what seems to be the center because it was too dangerous.
Okay.
All right. So you're all set to go?
Yeah, can I look out for deer tracks as we're heading along?
You may. I'm guessing everyone's gonna try to move stealthily.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jasper's gonna be leading you. So how do you want to line up? You could do pairs of two or single file, however you want to
I'll be up
do it.
front.
If I can get a marching order. All right. So Bubbles is up with Jasper.
Are there a lot of trees?
Yeah, you're in the forest now.
I'll stick to the trees just above. Actually, Bubbles.
Just above Bubbles.
Yeah, I'll try and pace myself to Bubbles.
All right.
That morning, Temerity probably got woken up by Oz waking up a little earlier and was talking to the mirror again, kind of quietly, and was occasionally giggling and stuff. So Oz probably woke up Temerity, and he'll probably walk by Temerity as they stealth too.
Yeah, I'll kind of
gonna take the back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of stay towards the back, but off to the sides, I'll go off in one direction, look for some tracks, head back to the group, kind of.
All right. So first off, I will have everyone just do a group stealth check.
We're rolling the P dice.
I rolled a 9. Well,
P dice, no.
I rolled a 17.
Oh, I got a
plus
natural
2.
20.
I got
Oh,
22.
19.
I got
11.
23.
Okay.
I have
6.
All right. It's a group check, so you feel like you're moving quite quietly thanks to the aid of Jasper's guidance, and you find that what normally moving slowly and kind of going through all of these routes, normally your pace would be slowed. It seems as if you're actually keeping up with what would be a normal pace as you make your way through. It does eventually, the sun does start to rise, and there seems to be a little bit more visibility. So around that time, I would say Temerity, also please give me a survival check as I switch music.
Ooh, okay, that's better. 15.
All right. With a 15, you do catch some tracks which look to be hooved. They are going a little bit into the direction that you're following. They just look like they're almost following parallel to the path that Jasper takes you, which is a little bit more serpentine. But you seem to be following them anyway.
Yeah, I'll let Jasper know like where the tracks are going.
Good find. That'll help us out, because it seems that, like I said, a lot of the animals seem to be being drawn into the Darkwood instead of away from it, which is what I originally thought.
Yeah, we need one that's not screwed up from this blight, so...
All right, we'll try our best. You continue through, and as you can almost see this transition happen. The greens and just starting the turn of fall of the forest starts to go to this almost bluish, then purple, then this, you start seeing more and more of these mushrooms sprouting from trees, and these almost black, kind of like almost like web-like tendrils on the ground, and it squishes underfoot. It's almost swampy, but not, as you kind of make your way through. And Maverick, you're swinging on these trees. I'm going to have to ask you to make a Constitution save with advantage, as these trees are now blighted.
Oh. 18.
All right. You can feel it, but thankfully you're moving fast enough that and your natural resistance that you all seem to have to this blight is keeping you, as long as you keep up your momentum, you think that you should be fine. As you approach now, Jasper kind of stops you all for a moment, and you look forward, and you can see what seems to be a deer. It's a buck, quite large. It still has its antlers, hasn't chucked those off.
Getting an echo.
Getting
Sorry.
an echo.
Sorry.
Hasn't chucked its antlers yet. But
Yeah, I'm getting it too.
it is moving at just a very, very consistent pace. It does not seem to stop to smell or listen. It's just walking in a straight line. Kind of strange behavior.
That's weird. Should we kill it?
Well, you said that you needed a deer, right?
Alright. How far ahead of us is it?
It's about 40 feet. But it's moving very slowly. It's walking.
Before you do any of this, what are you planning to do with the deer?
We need it to get some armor made. You can't eat it, lizard boy.
I don't want to eat it. I am just curious. Why do you need deer to make armor?
That's what I don't know. That's what they said that the...
They need the
Armor.
hide.
Yeah, I don't know.
They want to make leather armor.
People are strange.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, if you want, I could take a shot at it. If you want, break off. move around, try and get in front of it, sandwich it in, and make it a little bit easier. How do you want to do this?
I'm
Yeah, I mean,
still
I
getting
got some
an echo,
range.
though. It's
Yeah,
kinda
so am
hard.
I.
Is it?
Oh,
Is your mic too close to your?
I unplugged and replugged. I don't know if it's.
Hold on, mute yourself for a second.
I'm hearing it myself.
Hello?
Test. Echo, echo, echo. Meow. Ink, say something.
I'm saying something.
Slip.
And I think he froze.
And I think he froze.
Oh no.
Well, as Maverick succumbs,
Maverick
unfortunately-
just has a
as Maverick
stroke.
as Maverick unfortunately succumbs to the blight and dies immediately. What would the rest of you like to do?
I have an out of character question. Does this deer look sick?
It does not.
Okay.
We don't see any mushrooms growing on it or like purple, black stuff.
No.
Okay, then I will flank around that with what Jasper told me to do.
I'll go the opposite side of Jasper since he's also ranged.
Okay. Oz, would you like to do anything, or
You're muted.
you are still muted?
Hello? We can't hear you.
What is?
Promo technical difficulties per usual. That's how you know it's a promo stream.
Check your input settings or leave and come back. Alright. No!
No.
Oh, bye, Lip. It's all coming down, folks. It's all coming
Yo, pull the plug. Pull the plug.
down. Check your input settings. As our... Lip.
Oh no! What happened?
Oh, no! Oh, gosh.
It's the blood. It's the blood. It's getting to us.
The blight. The blight is
It's the
infected.
blight.
Oh no! No!
No,
We
I
don't-
can see that your mouth is moving. We didn't hear nothing.
Okay. I don't think
Oh,
leaving and
no.
coming back is doing it. I think she needs to mess with her input settings.
Should we just take like a quick
Yeah, do you want to take a
break?
break?
Yeah,
do you want
let's
to take a small
Take our
break?
Let's just take
our
a really quick break while we figure out the technical difficulties, guys. We'll be back in like 5 tops,
5
hopefully.
minutes?
Hopefully, 5 minutes.
Yeah,
It's just
thanks,
a really
everyone.
quick early break. So yeah.
Oh
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! We'll be RB. We're back.
Okay. Hello, everybody. We did some technical difficulty stuff. Players got their bathroom breaks, so we'll probably be doing like a nice kind of long chunk of game now. So, where I was leaving off is Bubbles was circling around this deer on one side, and Temerity was circling around on the other, while Jasper went to go find a good shot to take. And I was going to ask Oz if there was anything that you would like to do, or Maverick if there was anything you'd like to do. Giz, I believe you are just interested in how deer become armor.
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch, see how they kill it. Just observing, just taking things in.
Was the general consensus there that they were just gonna like surround it and then Jasper was gonna kill it?
Yeah, I mean, because hunting's sort of his thing, and also because he doesn't see any of you have a bow.
Because we have to make sure that we don't damage it. We have to shoot it in the right place.
Okay. Oz will just stay in whatever area doesn't interfere, but also can just cover any spots the deer might run.
Okay. So the other two, give me just another stealth check as you work your way around. Deer's moving very slowly. Jasper, Giz, and Maverick and Oz are all kind of following, keeping pace.
Dirty 20.
I was gonna try and take an above approach.
Okay. You take the above approach. So it looks to be none the wiser to your approach. It just keeps walking, and as you guys come across to the front of it, you see it's just got this like blank, kind of almost hypnotized look to it, as Jasper kind of motions for you to kind of get it to run the other way.
Like towards him?
Yeah, he's getting his bow ready.
I guess I'll, I don't know, shoot at its feet to spook it. Like, not shoot it, but shoot near it. Because it should make some noise, right?
Yeah, it's a gun.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so you...
Wait.
Bubbles, is there anything that you would like to do?
How far away from it am I?
I would say that you've circled around to the front of it, and it is probably 10, 15 feet.
I'm in front of it, and where is Jasper in relation to me and the deer?
Jasper's kind of lined up, so if you imagine you're kind of making a Y shape, so you're both flanking it, and then Jasper is right kind of behind it, getting a shot ready. Maverick's above.
Okay, I'm going to creep forward and then jump out at it and try and grab it.
Okay, so what I'll say, you're gonna grab it.
Yeah, I want to try and get it in a headlock.
Oh, Oz was just gonna sneak up and stab the thing in the heart, but
No, we gotta kill it a certain way so
If
it
we're
doesn't
doing-
get damaged.
I don't want to hit it. I want to try and like hold it.
I'll say that you two are able to kind of communicate what order you want to do what you're doing.
Yeah,
So
I'll wait
between
for
the two.
everybody's like signal. But that's Bubbles' plan. Bubbles' plan is not to hit this thing with her hammer or axe. She wants to grab it and hold it.
And Temerity, you're gonna shoot?
Yeah, because I'm assuming our Bubbles and Jasper on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I'm gonna try to shoot to...
Okay.
Like, I'm assuming that they're off, like, on another side, so then I'll make noise to try to get it to run towards them so Bubbles can, like, try to grab it and, like...
Okay. So what happens is you fire and you purposefully miss. You shoot in front of the deer and you see its ears reflexively twitch from the sound. It echoes out through the forest. You can even hear some birds seemingly scatter. Keeps walking. Unfazed. As
Also-
you fire a gun at it.
also walk up to it, get in its face.
Okay. You're just walking. Bubbles, you see the shot go off. You expected it to kind of run towards you, so you're like this, and it just keeps walking. And Oz, you can see even Jasper is he's got his bow ready, but you walk right up to this deer, and Oz, you're walking along with this deer, and it's just staring forward.
Can I run up to it and stop it from moving?
Sure, roll for a grapple. Against a deer. Well, actually, because deer have stats. So your athletics versus, I guess it's going to be my acrobatics.
It's an 18.
With bonuses?
Yeah.
The deer rolled a 16 plus 3, so that is a 19. You latch onto it, and you're pulling it, and it's so strange because it's moving almost. Well, I guess you would know robotically, but for you all, it's almost moving robotically, and it's just not breaking its stride. You can see Bubbles is actually like dragging her heels in the dirt. Oz, you're still walking near it.
I'm gonna take out my pretty serrated knife. I'm just gonna open its throat up with a knife.
Easily done. You don't need to roll for an attack. You just open up the throat as the blood does what blood do, and you can hear it. It kind of just makes no noise. Pace doesn't change, and it just kind of slows down, and eventually crumples up and collapses on its side.
Oz was watching it all the way down, like looking at its eyes. That was interesting.
Can I look at the blood? Does anything about the corpse seem like off?
It doesn't. You from what you were looking at it, you didn't see any kind of mushrooms on it at all.
Yeah.
The blood, I mean, it's pretty dark blood, but not abnormally. Just kind of some very rich, dark deer blood.
I'm gonna look up. Oh, go for it.
It looks there seems to be nothing on the body.
I'm gonna look up temerity. Looks like something was maybe enticing it to its death. Maybe it was hearing something.
I want to know if the brain has a mushroom in it.
Could find that out. I'll take my beautiful big knives that I just got, and I'll get in there just so temerity
go up
can
the
look
throat.
All right, so you're
open it up.
The head.
Mm-hmm.
Because we probably don't need the head for the armor.
Probably
No.
not. Would you like to just give me a dexterity roll to see how messy this gets?
Oz isn't trying to be clean.
I mean, let's just see. Let's see
Okay.
what the dice say.
Okay, it's a 17.
All right. You cut through it quite easily, but you can as everyone's kind of reconverged, you see that Oz is not a surgeon. He's just kind of going for it and just kind of carves almost like vertically in half and just like splitting open like a walnut or something. Just kind of gets the cranium open. I will spare. There's a lot of blood. A lot of it is on Oz.
Yum.
Is there a mushroom in there, though?
Give me a medicine check now that you're actually getting really into some anatomical.
A medicine
16.
check?
You may both.
Because we're doing intelligence medicine, right?
Yes,
Oh,
in this game, I don't know why I looked over here. In this game, medicine. Okay, so yours was a 16, and yours was.
You're doing a wisdom instead of intelligence?
No, intelligence for medicine instead of wisdom.
Medicine.
Got you. Then that's a 21.
Ooh.
All right. The deer looks incredibly healthy.
Bless you.
There's no internal damage on the brain or anything like that. As you now really started dissecting its head, you get a closer look at the eyes, and it's not simple pupils, it's concentric rings. But other than
eyes?
that, yeah. It's like a bullseye. Concentric rings.
like those trees that we saw with those elves that attacked us.
And you're starting to see some of the trees here, concentric rings.
Seems healthy enough otherwise. You think it'll work?
I think it'll work.
I think this would be perfectly fine for skinning and eating, any of that sort of thing. Yeah.
I'll skin it.
All right. We'll use your dexterity check from before.
So-
Jasper kind of.
Oh, can I assist?
Sure.
For advantage?
Sure. Well, I was going to say I was going to.
Jasper's gonna help then.
Well, I mean, no. I'd rather you help. Go for it. Yeah.
Just to see if it's even better than the 17.
Yeah, sure. Roll one more time for your dex, and if it's lower, we'll use the original one.
Should temerity roll? Because her dex is probably higher than mine.
However you two want to resolve slicing up a deer.
Okay, I'll just roll.
And then we'll just.
It's a 17 again.
Okay, it's pretty clean. You know, you get the you work your way kind of through from the navel and the underside. You kind of get the legs around. And you just kind of peel the skin off. You have a pretty nice deer skin. Whoever would like to hold it, say that they have a deer hide in their inventory. Giz, that deer looks delicious.
Can I ask a question? It was Oz, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's me.
How did you feel when you killed the deer?
Very good if you are trying to ask how that
good
felt.
Because you killed it? Or good because you did a good job?
Both. Why are you asking?
I am curious.
Do you want to eat it?
No. It was not my kill. Perhaps you should eat it.
I'm good.
Kill but not eat. Interesting.
Oz looks at him like he's being noted down. It's a little uncomfortable, but
I mean, I'm gonna want something to eat tonight, so
Have at it.
Jasper kind of cuts some meat, kind of ties it on some like rope to kind of hang it off of sort of like his belt or somewhere. Probably he's gonna try and dry it out. Doesn't get the whole thing though. So if that's all, you all kind of reconvening. Jasper instructs Maverick, says you might want to get yourself down from the trees now. These seem to be some of the worst for wear ones. I would advise that everyone try to not touch too much of the plants and avoid those big kind of black roots. You can see there are these kind of large, what was originally kind of black webbing is now turning into these almost squishy, pulsing roots. And they're going up trees and weaving through the ground. He says, avoid it as best you can. We're getting close.
I have touched the plants before when I came in. And this is what happened.
And because it holds out his arm, and you see this like thick, like covered of moss growing on his arm, and like lifts his neck up, and there's like a big dark patch that is stretching down his body.
Does it hurt?
No, it is different though. Different from the scales I have. It
Did you
is
ever try
softer.
pulling it off? Just kind of.
I like it.
I like it
Yeah,
too.
I
It's
tried to
good
cut it a
feeling.
little bit off. It wasn't for it. He seems to be fine. I've been keeping an eye on him the past couple days that we've been going in here.
Alright, well, that's the
Rep,
deer.
you're muted.
I'm not. Am I? Can you
No.
not hear me?
We can
You're
hear you
very
now.
faint.
We can hear you now. Oh, no. Oh.
I would like build them, but I also want an insight check.
You're super faint. Am I the only one who's getting him super faint?
Yeah,
No,
I can hear you, but barely.
Yeah.
This is
I heard insight check. That's about it.
Lower your sensitivity.
the sensitivity's not on.
That
No, that was
louder.
that was good.
That was really. I'm so confused. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
faint.
Yeah, I think
Just
I think
fine.
it's not using your actual microphone. I think it's using your webcam. Yeah.
Do you guys
Possible.
hear me closer now?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh no, he froze! Everybody froze! Oh no! Well, hi guys. Everyone just froze. Technical difficulties, technical difficulties.
Oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Are we all okay?
That was a Discord thing.
So I
Everybody
stayed
froze.
online and I was just by myself on stream. It was
Same.
I
great.
felt like I was.
Oh,
I'm like,
Oh my god. Ugh.
Everyone
All right.
froze.
wait a
Lip,
second. Are we in
Lip,
the right
what were you
region?
doing?
Lip, what do you want to do?
I
Quickly.
want to feel the moss and insight check.
You
Okay.
want the moss?
No, he wants,
He wants
to
to
feel
feel
the
the moss.
moss on Giz and he wants to
Okay.
insight check Giz.
Where are you touching? There's one on the left forearm, and there's one coming down the left side of the neck, stretching from like the back of his neck down to his like right pectoral.
I'm no sniffing the neck.
Okay, and roll your insight check.
Interesting. 19.
All right. If you need to roll deception or persuasion,
Will do. Well, that was a natural one.
all right. So
I'm all up in the nose cavity, the neck cavity. Neck.
Giz, he just gets a pretty good read on you, whatever's under the surface of that lizard brain of yours.
It's definitely moss. It was not there a number of weeks ago. It did happen after I touched one of the infected plants near the blighted area. It's fresh stuff.
Seem nervous having close.
Sorry?
Do you seem nervous having a close?
You gotta get a little closer to your
Seem
computer.
God damn
nervous
it.
having someone get close to it.
Oh no, not at all. No.
Oh, okay.
He's a fun.
There was
little-
there was no flinching. It was just you were doing your thing.
All right, I got what I want.
All right.
Alright, what do we have left? We gotta go find one of those trees. We gotta find some ore from around here, if we can. Anything else?
We're pretty close to the heart, so I would say that all of that stuff would be a lot easier to do if whatever you're gonna do to stop this, you do it.
Alright. Everyone ready?
All right.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Yeah, you're real chipper right now.
Jasper leads you deeper into the forest, and what you can see is the trees actually seem to be thinning out. And it is at this time that I'm going to ask anyone who is able to go to the roll 20 as we are going to prepare
no.
our map. I will provide screenshots for people that aren't going to touch that.
Yes.
Technical difficulties. So
Yeah,
anyone who is able-
Ink, I can screenshot because you're gonna be doing a lot, so I can screenshot stuff.
That will be lovely. So, all of you are kind of in this little area. There's everybody.
That's us.
You can see, I actually kind of pretty much planned you in the correct order. I did not place these after you told me that. You can see For those of you that have dark vision, please give me perception checks.
I have 120. Does that help me at all, or do I just see 120 feet?
It does help.
Didn't roll.
15. Basic.
Perception?
Yes.
4.
5.
All right. Oz, you do have the extra distance. Could you please actually give me an advantage? I'll give you advantage because this is happening right at the edge of your vision.
18.
Okay. So, Oz, what you see is a clearing. And let me get some like a better. What do I got? What do I got for you? What do I got?
So for
What do we
those that
got
are using
here? What do we got?
dark vision, is it because you said the trees were clearing out? Is it getting darker the more centralized we're getting to the heart of this blight? Or is it?
It does.
Okay.
For some reason, it looks like though the trees open up, there is not more light. It is dark. And so on the edge, what Oz points out to you, the rest of you with your 60 feet can really only maybe see shapes. It is right at the edge of your 60 feet. Oz, this is what you see.
Mm.
You
Oh
see
my.
a man in green robes, who looks to be elven, and a large half man, half horse like creature conversing next to what looks to be a large totem, and that totally didn't keep going. A large carved wooden totem. It looks carved straight from a tree. The wood is black, and you can see all of those large roots are originating from this structure. And all of this clearing, the grass is black, the shrubs are wilted, and you can see they are conversing in what seems to be some strange language. The elf says a little bit, and then the large creature, no, Kala, no sume numinami.
Do
What?
I recognize this
I-
language?
Does
I'm gonna.
anyone speak Sylvan?
No. It's the opposite of that.
No one speaks Sylvan? All right. So Oz, what were you going to say?
I'm just gonna whisper, like, pull everyone down to, like, duck and whisper to everyone what I see.
Well, that does seem to be what's causing this. It doesn't look good.
Now the question is, do we think the horse guy and the other guy are the ones causing it? Or did they show up to fix it and that totem is from somebody else?
Oz, you see still in the shades of black and white of your dark vision, the large creature makes a gesture towards the man, who then turns out facing northward, if you are on the west here. And you see a wolf, perfectly healthy wolf, approach, walking in that same way that you saw the deer, walks right past the two of these figures, and just touches its head against this totem. And it's like watching those speed time-lapse videos of something decaying. The entire body just immediately overgrows with fungus and almost seems to turn inside out with fuzz as the whole wolf just decomposes, and it's just bones that just clatter in front of it. And you can see the totem, the grooves, the carvings of it seem to get more detailed and deeper, and another pulse through all of those roots as it even goes past you like a heartbeat.
I'll describe it to everyone quietly if I can, and then I'm gonna. Do I recognize the Elven man from the town?
He is dressed in similar fashion to the Vishani tribe, but you can't make out too much detail because of your dark vision.
I have some suspicion that man is from the Bishop.
I wonder why he'd be over there. They're so connected with the land. Why would one of them be involved with this? If he's involved with it.
I'm gonna pull a knife out and why don't we find out? Only one way.
They are still connected to the land. This is just a different kind of connection. Everything has its place.
I think we need to
one more
break.
stealth check also as you are conversing with each other.
That's a 14.
12.
For
Natural
his-
20.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
10.
12.
Alright. As you're conversing,
Oh.
the large creature seems to stop. Nika turns to look towards you. In your direction. Squinting. The man does seem confused.
How many feet away?
Well, you are on a map, so let's see. They are about 55 feet away from you.
Okay.
55 to 60.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure that my all my little chambers are loaded with ammunition, just so I'm ready.
What does the path to the left and the right, like, it's a clearing? Does it go circular around?
So as you look around, I will kind of expand your vision a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It
Ooh,
looks
yay.
like you're kind of on the western edge of a clearing, and I'll clear up this space too.
Ooh.
As you all start to move, so as you all start to move, the large creature is going to go Nisha Tukuna, and basically everyone's gonna just have to roll for initiative because he has seen you moving, and we're gonna get rid of that because we're gonna be into it.
Ay.
Oh, do I want to do initiative with the PP dice or with the toxic waste dice? P.
Toxic. P.
Yeah,
Get
P.
Oh, Ink, you'll have to change my initiative thingy.
I will do it for you. Yes, just tell me.
Thank
I
you.
put mine
No,
in. I got
yeah.
17.
The name? I was
Oh,
Yeah.
You're old. Yeah.
Thank you.
Let me- Gosh, do I know how to do that?
You should just be able to click.
I can't click your name, which is strange.
That-
It's fine.
That's
I don't
alright.
think we can see it anyway.
I just see JJ in the name thing on the plates at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry about it. It's all good.
It's not on roll
Yes,
20, or
we-
it's not on the stream. I don't have the map up
Yeah.
on stream. It doesn't work with this Streamlabs.
He just
Alright.
doesn't want to know that us to know that his name is JJ. Super.
Spoilers.
Don't
He's
tell
actually
anyone.
playing JJ in a really crappy lizard suit.
There's actually a zipper
Hey,
on
what
the
up,
back of
guys?
his neck.
For some
That would
reason,
explain this
still-
game.
It's hiding under the moss.
For some reason, it is still listing you as Fig. I don't know why.
That's alright, no stress. You're good.
All right. So let's see. So I've seen everyone else.
You'll just have to input for Maverick.
Mhm.
Yeah. What did you roll?
5.
I got a 20.
Dirty 20 or natural 20?
Dirty 20.
All right. Jasper actually rolled a natural 20, bringing it to 23. And what were you again, Oz?
5.
5. All right. So,
Oh, wait, I have advantage. Hang on.
Giz got a dirty 20.
What's your dex modifier?
1.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I actually got a 21 because I forgot I have danger sense. Hang on.
okay. God, I really need to remember to make it loop. That's so not dramatic. Oh God, don't play it all at once, please.
Yeah, just play every
track.
Every single track. At
Oh,
once.
no, I lied. I'm still at 18. I read that wrong.
Okay. So, at the start of the order, you see the totem begin to glow with purplish energy. But now, Maverick, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to. I have courage. I've had alcohol in my system. I am just going to start racing towards them.
All right.
And I'm going to take a posing stance, run all the way up right to the big boy, and just take a posing stance, and let my action just be patient defense.
Or
It's not even.
dodge
It's
action.
just straight. Just straight dodge, and I'm just gonna wait for the rest of the group to kind of like do that. I'll hold off on that. So I'm just gonna.
How much movement do you have?
You should have 40, right?
I actually have 45.
That's exactly like what you need, pretty much.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, you can get in melee.
if need be, I can use whatever dashing action to get up there.
You don't need to.
No, if
Right,
you run
it's
straight,
not
you are in melee at the end of your 45 feet of movement.
Yeah, so I'll just sit there and I'll just take dodge and I'll just wait for the group behind me to get ready to fight as well.
All right. That brings us to big.
Alrighty.
Yes.
Giz
That's
big.
gonna happen a lot.
You're good. So while Maverick is running up to these kind gentlemen, Giz is going to take this quarterstaff he has, which is actually, the quarterstaff is shaped, the hilt of it is looks like a spinal column, and the very top has like affixed to it, which looks to be like a lizard head, or like the skull of a lizard folk, and he taps it on the ground once, and in the area where these kind gentlemen are standing, he's going to cast Entangle.
Okay. That
So,
is strength save
yes.
against your spell DC. All right.
Which I can't find right now. Where is it? Where is my spell save DC on D&D Beyond?
Well, let's see.
It should be 8 plus your proficiency modifier plus
Which is
your
plus
spellcasting
2.
ability modifier.
Okay,
10 plus your wisdom.
I found it. Thank you. It's 14 strength saving throw.
All right. The man seems to be wrapped up in your entangle. The large creature rolls a natural 19 plus 4, and is not affected by it.
So the man is restrained.
He is restrained. All right.
And it's also difficult terrain for them in that area.
Where's the difficult terrain? Where are you positioning it?
Pretty much just where Maverick is. Like,
Yeah,
he's just on
that's
the
where it
outskirts of
starts?
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Can I draw on this? I can.
All right.
Like,
So-
that area.
Bubbles, that brings us to you.
Okay. Okay, so that's difficult terrain, so I'm going to use my full movement and action to get up beside him.
Okay.
And my bonus action to rage and just pull out my hammer axe.
All right. Good to know. That is your full turn.
Yep.
Oz is not next. Next is Temerity.
Okay. Right. 5, 10, 15. I don't know how to draw lines. 20.
You take the
25.
ruler, the little ruler thing, and you
Oh.
can.
Ruler. Click. Okay, I want to go like around, like over here.
All right.
Like in, I don't know if I'm pinging it or not. I don't know how to do anything. But so I'm gonna come over into like the darkness here, and then I'm just gonna shoot at the big boy, the horseman.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Ooh, 19, 20, 21, 22 to hit.
Let's see. I believe that hits. That hits.
Okay. 5 piercing.
All right. You fire a shot, and it connects into this creature's shoulder. You can see he has a long spear and what looks to be a bow and some arrows. And as it connects right into his shoulder, it doesn't even seem to go back out the other side. And he just kind of. He's a rowdy boy. That was 5 damage.
Yes.
All right. Is that your full turn?
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else I can do.
All right. Jasper has moved south past you, Oz, and is going to hide behind a tree.
Okay. I am going to.
Sorry. That's just letting you know that was what was going on.
Okay.
There's let's see, Maverick. Oh geez, Maverick already went. Hold on. My thing is out of order. There we go.
Yeah, you have to. There you go.
So the druid is restrained, but you can see he is going to chant in Druidic. Giz, you recognize the words as the conjuration of a spell as he casts Moonbeam.
Oh no.
And he is going to cast Moonbeam in an area centered on the space just behind the Maverick. So as you see, this column of moonlight kind of reveals everything, swathes this whole area in a nice blue light. And Maverick, you feel nothing yet. And I believe that is I think it's a 10-foot radius?
It should be a 5-foot radius.
A 5-foot radius. So, a 5-foot radius in the area behind, just on the square behind you.
And I'm pretty sure that if he enters it or starts his turn, that's when it affects. So if he's already entered it, he takes damage right away.
It should be 4 squares at 5 feet radius.
No, it's like a 5-foot point. Like it's not very big.
Oh, it's just on a single square? God,
Yeah.
I need to remember how spells work.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
use Moonbeam all the time, so...
Sorry. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I don't know how to undo drawings. I'm so bad.
You're fine.
Oh
Just
my God.
leave it.
Yeah, it's
Not
just
big.
you, Maverick. Forgive me. Forgive me. Actually, wait. Haha. Oh, no. Okay. It's
Don't
just
worry about
on you, Maverick. So actually, yes, you're right. You're going to take, I believe it is 2d10.
He has got to make a save.
He has
Or he
to
takes
make
half.
you have to make a, God. I had it up and I accidentally closed
It's a con
it, which
save,
is my fault.
BB.
Yes, thank you. Could you make a
Okay.
con save for me, please? God, thank you for having a druid in here.
I mean, mine too.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
All right. So you're going to take half. So you take Ugh, that's 13, so 13, 12, 6. Radiant damage as you feel the moonlight burn your skin, monkey skin. And that is going to be his turn because he's restrained. Does he get to make a save for this?
He has to use his action.
He has to use his action?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's going to concentrate on that. That will be his turn. Oz, what is your dex modifier?
My dex mod is +2.
All right, so you and this creature are going to basically act at the same time. So I will listen to what you want to do, and then I will also say what it does at the same time.
Because this might affect what he's about to do. I'm gonna cast Hex on him. Well, first I'm gonna cast Hex on Horsey Boy, and hopefully can designate with Hex. Basically, it gives me 1d6 on my attack, but I can choose one ability that they have disadvantage on. So I'd like to give him disadvantage on an athletic check to get out. I want him to not be able. I want to have disadvantage on that roll.
Well, he is not restrained. So.
Oh, who's restrained?
But if he starts
man.
his turn in it, doesn't he have to make another check?
No, it's just when the spell appears.
He resisted it, so the monster, the centaur is not restrained.
Yeah, you pick. It's not like one specific ability. It's any of the 6 major stats you can choose. Any check related to it. So it could be athletics.
She was saying strength checks.
Yeah.
No, it says one ability. You choose.
As in, the ability.
With the chosen ability. Got you. That's very good worded.
I
okay.
know.
So I thought you said he had been restrained.
No, I said the centaur rolled a natural 19 plus 4.
Okay.
But the druid is the one that's restrained.
Okay, that was my fault then. Then I'm gonna move this way and cast it on. I'll cast it on strength checks for the druid.
Okay.
Hex on him, and then I'm gonna go ahead and Eldritch Blast him.
All right.
With
Roll.
I have an invocation now called Agonizing Blast, and it adds stuff to my.
And you
stuff.
get advantage if you're shooting the druid because he's restrained, right?
Because
I rolled a 19.
Yes.
19 plus 6, I believe. So 25 hits, and then I get to roll a bunch of stuff now. I suddenly have things I can add to my shit. Okay.
That's true. You do.
Okay, so I can do Hex, which is 1d6 necrotic. Cool. And then I get my Eldritch Blast, which is 1d10, so I can add that. Okay. And then I also get to add Agonizing Blast, which is my charisma modifier, so it's 4. So that's 12 points of damage.
All right.
I'm gonna take the mirror too, and I'm gonna just put the mirror out, and I'm gonna let the glass cast the.
Yes. The mirror, the shards almost seem to explode out, and they float in space in front of the mirror, and then they focus your beam of eldritch light and fire it at this druid. How much of that was necrotic damage?
3 of it was necrotic.
All right, so that's 9 force and 3 necrotic. So it looks like the necrotic doesn't hurt him as much, but
okay.
That's still hurt.
Pretty good. So.
Yes. All right. Is that your turn?
Yep, that's me.
Okay. So acting at the same time as this is happening, you hear the centaur saying a few more words to its companion. And basically, it sounds pissed off. It's going to slap its hand on this totem, and it's going to basically it looks like this kind of black kind of moss seems to grow on its arm, and then it is going to what is he going to do? He has so many things that he could do. He's gonna dash, and he is going to move 100 feet.
Jesus.
And he's just run off full speed. into the
Alright,
woods.
if he's going that way, it is difficult terrain for him for some of the way.
It is. He does have 100 feet of movement.
I know.
He is still
Does Maverick get a
well
attack
beyond
of
Yeah, do I
opportunity?
your
get-
vision.
Do I get attack of opportunity?
You may.
Wait, did he go east from us?
Yes.
That bastard.
Let's do this thing.
Well, you don't have to. You don't have to move. I mean, you would do that as he's leaving your space. So you may do your attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'm rolling an attack now. 18 plus 6.
Yeah, that hits.
It's definitely it.
Absolutely. I am going to hit it for 7 points.
With your staff.
I don't have it out yet, so it's just a punch.
All right. Make a Constitution save.
Alright, interesting. That is 19.
All right. You feel something very similar to when you touch these blighted objects start to creep into your hand, but you once again shake it off. And now the centaur has burst off into the forest and is gone.
That little biatch.
So that is Oz and the centaur. So at the top of the round, we have the totem. The totem, now glowing, activated, is going to send out a pulse of purple energy through these vines. And what you see, if I can do this correctly, is all of these wilted dead shrubs that have been in this circle area seem to rise and come to life. And they are going to roll their initiatives if I can do so. Yeah.
Oh my.
I totally didn't mean to move the whole map. I need to move them all onto the token layer instead. So I'm going to roll for them naturally, because I hate roll 20. Alright. They are all going to act on the same initiative. They will act just before Oz. They rolled an 8. But they all spring to life. Forgive me. I don't know how to do things.
That's okay. Roll 20
Wah.
sucks.
Oh wait, I figured it out. I put them on there. Yay. Okay. So, Maverick, it is your turn. You need to make another... Does he make another Constitution save for being in Moonbeam at the start of his turn? It's a save every time?
At the start of his turn, unless he moved out of it.
He didn't have a chance to.
Nope.
So, another Constitution save.
That would be a... Ooh. 12?
That is going to be a failure, just barely. So, that is going to be another 2d10. 13 radiant damage.
Yikes. That's gonna drop me to 0.
Shit.
I got you.
And you're dead in the moonbeam?
Down in the moonbeam. Unfortunately,
The only thing I will say is
Yes.
that was the centaur... did it ever end its turn 5 feet away from me?
it did not, because it spent its turn to dash and run away.
Okay.
So it ended its turn 100 feet away from you. So you are down. Unfortunately, it is now the end of your turn, so you will roll a death saving throw, and you are going to just tell me what you roll in Discord if you can.
Okay.
Because in this game, your death saving throws shall only be known to me.
So we don't know if he's about to
If he's succeeding
fight
or
the
failing.
best.
I like it.
Look at his face. That's such a fail.
That's it's such a fail.
It's also the fact that I couldn't find. Okay, there he is.
Okay. So Maverick, unfortunately, that is your turn. You are unconscious. Giz, you're up.
All right. I know I don't have dark vision. Am I able to see if Maverick went down at all?
Well, he's in a moonbeam, so I should.
He is in a moonbeam,
should
so
be able
it's
to see him.
totally illuminating his brilliantly unconscious body.
Alright, Giz did have his quarterstaff repaired, but after seeing Maverick drop, he's going to take the dash action and run into the moonbeam, attempt to pick Maverick up and drag him out of the moonbeam radius.
All right.
That's my whole 60 feet as a turn.
All right, so let's see. So you're dashing in. So let me just. He is. All right. Yeah. He's
actually
50
perfect.
feet away. He's 50 feet away from you. So yeah, I will say that you can pull him. Yep. Exactly with that movement, you can pull him a space back, pulling him out of the light of the moonbeam. And that is your
Sounds
turn.
good. That is my as a bonus action. I'll tap my stuff on the ground again, and these vines are going to come out of the, I guess, the mouth of the lizard skull and begin to wrap around the staff. And I've just cast Shillelagh. Shillelagh.
Nice.
Lily.
All right. Excellent turn, Giz. Bubbles, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna maneuver around so I don't leave his range,
Okay.
just to like get in between Maverick's body and him.
Sure.
And I'm going to reckless attack.
Roll for your attack.
Uh, 24 to hit.
24 to hit will hit. Roll for damage.
Sorry, I'm trying to find my D10. Da. 11 damage.
All right. 11 damage. He will have to make a concentration check to keep the moonbeam up. Let's see what your concentration is. He fails, so the moonbeam fades away.
Good.
And that's your turn, Bubbles?
Yep.
All right. So, Temerity, you notice as this pulse of energy from this totem brings to life these two shrubs, one directly in front of you, and it looks at you with this glowing purple veinage and just... It's like a little thing. It's like about 2 feet tall.
So, having him there normally for ranged attack would give me disadvantage, but if I'm shooting at the druid, that would be advantage, so then that would cancel out to a straight roll.
Shooting at the druid would just be a straight roll. You wouldn't have advantage normally.
Because he's restrained.
Oh yes, I mean it would be a straight roll anyway. So you have advantage shooting
No,
him.
because having up someone, if you're doing a ranged attack and someone's in melee with you, you're at disadvantage even if you're not shooting that person. Like if someone's in your space while you're trying to range.
It's for shots.
Yeah.
It's for shots. All shots. Yeah, so it is a straight roll.
So it's just a straight. I'm gonna shoot that druid. 17.
That hits.
3 piercing.
All right. Every bit helps. It looks like most of it actually gets caught in the vines as you try to not hit Bubbles in the back of the head, and it just seems to graze him. Doesn't seem to do too much damage.
I'm too short. It's fine.
Would you like to use any movement or bonus action?
I mean, if I move, he's gonna. All right, fine. All right, yeah. I guess I'll just kind of. I'll take the attack of opportunity, and I'm gonna yeet off over here by Oz because I don't really like that thing. I don't like that it yelled at me.
All right. So we'll try to hit you. It rolled a natural 1.
Good, because my armor class is lower than normal from not having armor.
So that's fine.
And that's it.
All right. Excellent. So Jasper takes his turn. He is technically not operating in initiative, but Jasper is hiding. He said he is not a fighter, and that is the truth. So the druid is now going to act. He is going to touch the vines that are touching him, and he seems to absorb this natural energy and cover his skin in what looks to be like bark, and he's going to cast bark skin on himself to increase his AC. Other than that, though, that's kind of all he's got. He's restrained. Now the shrubs are going to act. So, they have 20 feet of movement. So, this one's going to move here. And this one is going to move here. And this one is going to move... They're on like different layers now, which is messing me up. Here. This one's going to move... can it squeeze in there? It can.
It's still difficult terrain, so it might.
It is
might hold
moved back
a bit.
1 square and does not make it. Curses. And this one will move just to the edge of it. This one will move 5, 10, 15, 20. Here. So they are going to do 2 attacks on you, Giz. Seeing that you have your hands full, and there will be 1 attack against Bubbles. So, Giz, the 2 attacks against you are... 1 is an 18 and 1 is a 15.
They both hit.
Okay?
TPK!
No,
I called
it! It's not a TPK. It's
Take
fine.
20
Okay,
damage.
Bubbles has an idea.
You take 8 points between the 2 attacks. You take 8 points of slashing damage as these little wooden men just claw their little hands against your thighs. And
Nice.
the one for Bubbles,
Yep.
that's going to be a dirty 20.
Well, that'll hit.
That it will. So that's going to be 2 damage
So half
to you,
the
2
one.
slashing damage, halved to 1. So
Oh,
1
that
damage.
tickled.
It's fine.
Can I do something, if you don't mind? I totally forgot I had this, just as a reaction.
Sure. Is it a reaction
I have the
ability?
heal monkey.
It is.
Okay.
When the first blighted plant came within 10 feet of me, you'd all see the frills on Gizzard's neck just begin to flare out, and they begin to like just vibrate viciously, and there's like this golden black kind of dust that spores off them, and one of the blighted creatures is going to need to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 14.
Do it.
All right. Let's see. It'll be the
Jurassic
one
Park
to the
field.
south of you. Constitution saving throw.
Yes, please.
Clever
Natural
girl.
2.
Alright, it takes 4 points of necrotic damage.
As it scraped against you, you send this energy into it, and it just wilts and curls up on the ground and is gone. Actually, they're not that strong.
So the spores just like enter this creature and it just Fades away. I like it.
Aww.
Leaves a little flower
He's
in the
dead.
ground.
Remember, that's kind of like your main ability. Remember, one
I
of your
know.
main
I was
abilities.
just going through it. And I'm like, I'm sure I can do something as a reaction here, and I remember.
Okay, so the centaur takes his turn. He's gone. The map is gone.
Takes his turn to be a little bitch.
Did I just? Oh, yeah. Okay, he's gone. Goodbye, sir. We hardly ever knew you. I'm not able to. I'm trying to like click my boy. There we go. So that's going to bring us to Oz.
A bunch of the enemies disappeared for me.
Oh no! Oh no!
We did it!
There's one above Bubbles and one to the right of the druid, and then one like 3 spaces to the right of the druid.
There's one here, and one here.
I hate.
There was one over here too.
Hold on.
No,
Let's see if I
this
can-
one died.
Oh, what? Okay. Cool.
I thank
Yeah,
you
one
for
died.
everything you've given
There was
us.
one.
Perfect.
There was one on the edge there.
And then one
There was
here
another one, right? Yeah. And there's one
to
there,
the right of the druid. Druid!
and there was one. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I see why Roll20 is so annoying. Okay, Oz.
Okay. I'm gonna wave to Temerity as she as she joins me. Cause I'm running this way. Wait. I'm going right to my full movement here. And I'm assuming because we have our 2 short ones blocking my way to the druid, I think I could hopefully shoot over them because they're pretty small.
Yes. Sorry. Just which one are you targeting? Can you ping it? I was.
I'm thinking about the druid.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna
Right,
Eldritch
you
Blast
got-
him. Ooh, 21. So I'm
That
guessing
hits.
21 hits.
Even through his dark skin. Yeah.
5, 10 points of damage.
All right. And how much of that is necrotic?
2.
Okay. He is still up, but he looks really bad. I mean, now that you've gotten enough of a look at him, he looked like a corpse to start with. Now he just looks like a corpse that had a rough day at work, but like a really rough day at work. Oh yeah. Is that going to be your turn?
That'll be my turn.
All right. At the start of the round, the totem is going to act. The bones that are beside it are going to rise again. And we're going to have a very teeny tiny wolf. This time, now it almost seems to pick up part of the dirt and earth from it as these bones are held together with mushrooms and vines as this wolf returns from the grave and rolls initiative and rolls pretty well. It rolled a dirty 20, so it's actually going to act immediately. Unfortunately for Bubbles, because it's going to bite you.
Oh, it's so little.
And it has pack tactics, so it has advantage on the roll because one of its allies is within 5 feet of it. Which is good because one was a natural 1 and the other is a 17.
Yep.
All right. So you're going to take 5 piercing damage, and my music just immediately cut out.
We hear it.
No, it was my headphones that cut out.
Oh.
So you're going to take 5 piercing damage from the bite reduced to 3, I believe.
Okay.
And you have to make a strength save.
Strength save?
What was that?
A strength save? Why?
The wolf's bite action.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna try to tear you down.
Well, I'm raging, so. 22.
Yeah, you're fine. It tries to wrestle you to the ground. You're like,
No.
oh, this tickles.
I
Still, a
love
little
this
bit more
soup.
though.
I love the super wide halfling. Just super unable to be top. Like, its center of gravity is just so good.
Little chode halfway.
She makes me
And-
so happy.
So now, Maverick, it is your turn. So you are going to roll another death save for me, please.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Druid, stabilize him.
All right.
Please.
Druid didn't take healing spells.
It is now the druid's
JJ
turn.
never takes healing spells.
You can stabilize a creature by doing a
A
medicine. check.
medicine. Yeah.
Gizzard's gonna kneel down and just kind of
Aw.
wave his arm over the top of Maverick, and these spores just begin to like fall from his hand. He's gonna
Oh,
cast
no.
Cure Wounds.
Aww. JJ did take healing.
You're such a fuck.
Take healing word.
That's 7 points of healing.
Aww.
All right, Maverick, you are back up. You are prone, but you are not dead.
And as a bonus
Because-
action, lizard folk can bite things. So I'm gonna take a bite at this
Ooh.
wilted plant.
Damn, the ability that's never used. Go for it.
I love that.
That is a geez, what is that? That's a 15.
That hits.
All right, that's 1d6.
Oh dang, they get a D6.
That's
for me?
5 points of damage.
As you kneel down, you just bite the like weird kind of cauliflower head of this little shrub creature off. I'm going to ask you to make a Constitution save, as these are
Sure
bladed
thing.
creatures, and you are eating it. I would say, yeah, just straight. You're already
And-
infected.
Oh, that should be fine. Where are we? That's a 19.
Yeah, you've
And I get
been messing with this stuff, so you're good.
4 points of temporary hit points back.
For biting?
Yeah,
For killing?
that's a
Yeah.
feature.
God, you're such a cool class. You're so cool. All right,
There we go. We're good.
so that is going to bring us to Bubbles.
Okay. I'm going to do something reckless because that's Bubbles, and I'm going to move to leaving for opportunity attack for the shrub dude, and I'm gonna attack the totem.
Oh no.
You would get Ooh, the druid could hit you too, though.
The druid's restrained, so the druid should have disadvantage.
The druid has disadvantage. Let me do the shrub first. 10? Nope. And with disadvantage, he for his melee is a not. It's a no. It's
No.
another 11.
Good.
So they both miss. So you are going to attack the totem.
Yep.
Chop chop.
Natural 20. With
Okay.
reckless.
Oh. Okay.
Yikes.
By the way, were your previous attacks reckless?
The first
Because
one
that
was. So then it would
Okay.
give it a straight roll for the other one.
Yeah, so he actually would have hit you.
Okay, that's fine.
So we're just gonna this a little bit. So he hits you with. Honestly, I don't really think he ever got his quarterstaff out. So I'm just gonna say he punched you for 2 damage, reduced to 1.
Okay. That's
He,
fine.
he
Just a
didn't
little
really
flick
get
on
his
the
he didn't
forehead.
really get to get his quarterstaff out. Okay, so natural 20 on the totem.
Yeah. So that's
All right.
Ooh, are you gonna do ham or axe?
axe. Duh. That's 14. 17 damage.
All right. Hold on.
Oh.
As you swing at the totem, just like chopping down a tree, your axe cleaves into the side of it and it cracks the rest of the way through, and the totem falls backwards and it shatters, and there's this twisting gnarl of purplish energy, and you almost hear a shriek as the totem is destroyed, and in its place stands... Where is it? I don't really have a good thing for it. A sort of black, swirling cloud that seems to have a vaguely humanoid shape bursts out of this this totem.
That's my turn.
All right, that is your turn. So, let's see. Give me just a second to roll initiative, because I have so many people that show up.
I forgot a concentration check on the entangle when I took damage, so just quickly.
Could you please? That's my fault.
18.
Yep, it stays. All right, so Temerity.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of... Wait. There, okay. I'm gonna move over here. I'm just running everywhere. I don't think shooting this weird cloud man is gonna do much, so I'm gonna just shoot the druid again. Shot number 3. Give him another...
Advantage.
Yeah! Oh, I forgot to do that on the last one. That's okay, though. That's cocked. That's a natural 20!
Roll for damage?
Okay. We're gonna do the red one for blood. 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 17, 18 piercing.
All right. Tell me how you do this.
I want to shoot him in, like, the chest, because I want his face to stay intact.
Okay. With a natural 20, no problem. You shoot a nice gaping hole, and still being held by those grasping vines from the very beginning, you see him just kind of still being held up by the grasping vines, but very, very dead. It was his turn next. Is that your turn, Temerity?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So next is the shadow. The shadow is going to attack Bubbles because you freed it from its totem.
Well, I freed it. It should be happy.
It's not. And you attacked Reckless, so this is with advantage.
Yep.
That's going to be a 21 to hit, which I believe hits.
Yep.
All right. So that's... All right, you suffer... Hold on. New mechanics. 7 necrotic damage. And also... Your strength score is reduced by 4, so your modifier goes down by 2.
Uh-oh.
Not be able to lift your arms soon.
So your strength modifier, your strength score goes down by 2. Or sorry, goes down by 4, your modifier goes down by 2.
Yeah. Oh.
What is your strength at now?
Hang on.
I can actually figure it out.
Yeah, so I'm at a strength of 1.
Oh.
No. Your big number goes down by 4, your modifier goes down by 2. So you're at 12
13.
strength? 13 strength. Okay.
So you got +1.
Yeah, so you have a +1 now. All right.
Oh.
It is going to use its movement to slink down and pass through your space to here.
Can I try to hit it?
It did not leave your reach.
Oh, I gotcha.
So that is going to be its turn.
Okay, my turn?
At some point, I lost my figs. The figs would be going. My actual figs, my shrubs. They're not on here anymore. They would have gone after the druid. So they are going to do their turn. Sorry. I somehow lost them. So, let's see. One is going to move 5, 10. I'm going to move 5, 10. 5, 10. 5, 10. All right, so...
I'm going to use my reaction again.
Yes?
Flare out. Same thing. Just this golden black kind of spores when one of the blighted creatures enter this area. So con save.
Giz is so cute.
Do you prefer which one?
Whichever one entered first.
All right, that would be the one from the north. Con save. Dirty 20.
No problem. You're
No
good.
damage?
Nope.
Okay. So they are going to do... the last time they attacked Giz, they didn't really do well, so I think that one's going to attack Maverick and one's going to attack Oz, and I'm going to get you more music. So, Maverick, one is going to attack you. I missed the play button. For an 8, which does not hit you. Oh wait, you're still prone, so it has advantage. For a 12, still does not hit you. Oz, one is going to attack you for 21 to hit.
Yeah. I think that just hits.
All right. So you are going to take 3 points of slashing damage, and you need to make a concentration check to hold your hex.
Okay. I've never made a concentration before. Is it just
It's a Constitution saving throw. You have to beat 10.
Yeah, I rolled 11.
Okay. You are still concentrating on hex.
Who did, sorry,
wait.
just for my own knowledge, who did Danica move the hex to? Who did
Yeah,
Oz move
I
the hex
haven't.
to?
I haven't.
She
said
hasn't
yet.
moved it. She hasn't moved it yet, but she is still concentrating on
Okay.
it.
That'll
So,
be my bonus.
It will be
action.
her bonus action on her turn. And then 2 are going to attack you, Bubbles. They both rolled natural ones.
They have advantage.
Oh, yeah.
They have advantage. That is a 14,
Just hits.
and so the other one does not hit. So one will deal 2 slashing damage, reduced to 1. They're not strong.
Okay.
Reduced to 1. All right. So now, finally, Oz, it is your turn.
Wowee. Okay. I'm going to cast. 'Cause I believe with only 15 feet, it should go to only there. It should not hit Bubbles. I'm going to use, and if I have to, I'll move. Let's see what? I think it should be fine if I'm going to angle Burning Hands this way so that I can hit this guy, this Figgy boy in front of me, and then also the swirling mass of smoke. I'm gonna Burning Hands at them.
Okay. I would say just to not maybe get Maverick in it, I would say you have to move just 1 square south.
Okay,
Angle
that's
it
fine.
diagonally.
That's
Which is fine, 'cause
totally
that
fine.
will not impose any. Yep. Okay.
Okay.
You cast Burning Hands?
Yep, Burning Hands. Move myself, and then I'm gonna roll. Let's see. Is it? They must make a Dexterity saving throw. I'm gonna actually. Sorry. Can I move the hex before I do that? Can I bonus action move my hex to weird, mysterious smoke dude, and give him disadvantage on Dexterity saving throw or ability check?
Ability checks? Yes, you can do that, and then.
But
they
it won't
will-
help his. It won't
Yeah.
help his. Dex
And they will
save,
both
but-
make dex saves. So the Twig Blight is going to roll a natural 2 and fail.
Yeet.
And the shadow is going to roll an 11, so it will also
Fail. Yay! Okay, so they take 2d6 fire damage. Okay, that's pretty good. That's 10 points of fire damage. Oh wait, and then Hex on the other guy. He also takes okay, 3 points of necrotic damage for this guy.
All right.
So
How
15
much?
on him and 10 on. 13
Okay,
on
so
10 on Twig Blight, dude.
excellent. The twig blight goes up literally in flames.
Absolutely bodied.
Oh, so yeah, if it's flammable, stuff's on fire.
You are in a grassy grove. So there is I will say that there is fire in a cone.
I won't aim at the ground on purpose.
I know, so it'll just kind of catch a little bit here because you lit a twig on a wooden creature
Twiggy
on fire.
boy on fire.
The shade does not seem to take any of the necrotic damage,
Cool. Okay.
and the fire also does not seem to hurt it that much.
Oh. Okay. Awesome.
All right,
Mm.
that's Oz's turn. The wolf is going to act. It is
Oh.
going.
Can I move away, by the way? Just move back.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
sure, do that. The wolf can't stand in his space. How much movement? Oh, okay. Even with the difficult terrain, it can do this. The wolf, realizing that Bubbles is kind of scary, is going to move to Temerity and is going to do a bite attack at Temerity.
Do I get to hit the wolf?
You do get to make an attack of opportunity against the wolf.
Okay.
All right, is this a new turn?
It is.
This is the start of the new turn,
This,
yeah. With
this
the wolf.
is technically the start of the round.
Can I use my reaction again?
I
Or is
think
it- do I have to wait till
I
the
think
new turn?
you have to wait till it gets to your
Okay.
turn, and then your reaction comes back.
22
Alright.
to hit.
You will hit the wolf. Roll for damage.
10 damage.
All right, it takes a pretty big chunk out of it since there's not really much wolf there anyway. It still is standing. It is going to attack Temerity. Let's see, is it within 5 feet? It is within 5 feet of the other twig blight, so it has advantage on the attack.
My AC
of
is
pack
trash
tactics.
right now.
So that's going to be a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are going to take 8 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a strength save for me, please.
Okay. That's 15. 16.
All right. The wolf tries to jump on you, bites into your arm deep, and it hurts. But there doesn't really seem to be... It's not getting leverage. It can't knock you down to the ground. So, Maverick and Giz acting together.
I'll let Giz go first.
All right. I'll do what I do. Reaction. Flare
Okay.
out again. Spores going towards the wolf. So
To the
another
wolf.
con save. Yes.
All right. A 12.
All right. The wolf will take just 1 point of necrotic damage.
Noted. Seems
Uh,
like shrooms on shrooms doesn't seem to do much.
Lovely. Giz will take one step next to Maverick. I'm happy to enter the fire area. That's
Okay.
cool with me. And he's gonna. Giz will open his mouth up wide and like bare his teeth towards this shadow kind of entity. And you see as his teeth turn this blackish kind of color, and he's gonna cast Primal Savagery on himself and take a bite attack at the shadow.
Okay. Roll to hit.
That is a 16.
That will hit. roll for damage.
Ooh, 1d10. Where are we? That's 10. Yay!
And that
So
is
that's 10
acid.
points of acid damage, yes.
Very nice.
It seems
that
to
hurt
not
it?
be as effective as you were hoping for.
I did something. That's still good.
Yep. All
So,
right.
Very good.
That's my turn.
So, Maverick.
In a rage, I'm just going to try and kind of footwork my way up to standing, and as I'm doing it, I'm going to try and kick this thing if I can.
The shadow.
Yeah, just try and take an attack with my feet at it.
Sure. Roll to hit.
And that's going to get me to standing. That is 16. 22.
That hits.
That's an 8.
All right. So when you kick it, it feels like you are like pressing almost against something. It's like the surface of water. There's almost a little bit of surface tension, and then you go straight through. But it does not seem to do as much damage as you were hoping for.
That's fine, because I'm going to use whatever pressure I feel on the creature to lift myself up and pull my staff out. I'm going to two-handed strike downward and do my Fury of Blows.
All right. Roll for 2 more attacks. Although I believe your unarmed, your Flurry of Blows attacks are technically unarmed attacks. But for flavor, you can say you're doing it with your staff. Just make sure
I thought it
you're
was with monk weapons as well.
It's just unarmed
strength,
attacks.
Marshall. Yeah.
Flurry of blows.
You can flavor it. Just make sure that you're using the damage die, not for your staff for that.
Okay. That's still 19 and 20.
Both
Whoa.
will hit. Not that hard to hit.
And that is 3, 2, 7 and 6.
All right, so that's going to be 13 damage in total. Okay. Still there. So, both of you. Bubbles,
Yeah.
it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna hit the shrub dude. Get rid of him.
Sure thing.
17 to hit.
Hits. Whatever you do, it's gonna kill it, by the way.
Okay, well, I rolled a 9 plus 1, so 10.
Yeah. They have like 4 HP.
Okay, so I obliterate it.
Yeah. So one of them just gone.
Okay.
All right, that's your turn.
Yep.
Temerity.
All right. Well, I have all these people all up in my business, so I'm gonna kind of like and pull out my hammer and try to give him the bone-hurting juice.
All right, who are you attacking?
The wolf.
Okay.
Oh, that's a natural 18 plus
Hits.
3. Yeah.
The
It's
wolf.
it's only a D4 for the hammer, but I don't know. He's a skeleton, so I thought maybe it would hurt him a lot. Oh, that's a 4 though. Plus 1, so that's 5.
It had 5
bludgeoning.
HP left.
Oh,
Just cave its little skull in,
the wolfy head.
and the wolf is no more.
Bonk.
Is that your turn?
That's it.
All right.
You know what? Let me just I'm gonna move over here. There. Okay.
Sure. The shadow is really pissed off. It's going.
If it had a face,
It's
mad.
going to try and envelop and attack Maverick.
Oh no, not the little man.
with a 9.
Nope.
That will not hit. It wouldn't run. It's going to end its turn.
And then
So it is ending its turn adjacent to you.
I'm going to. I'm going to shift over because I can move
It's not your turn, is it?
as a reaction.
This is an ability he can do as a reaction.
Oh.
Would I be able to get close to Bubbles at all?
You have to remain adjacent to the creature, right?
No, I can move up to 10 feet in general.
I would say let me see if you can pass through this thing. It does not necessarily. You cannot pass through this. So let's see. With 10 feet of movement, you could get like diagonal from Temerity.
Yeah.
Or you could. Well, you could. No, you can't because you can't end its space in its
Right,
turn.
that's what I was thinking. So it's not worth it. I'll just stay where
Okay.
I'm at.
All right. The last twig is gonna. There's two twigs. Yeah. So they're gonna just. One's gonna attack Temerity and one's gonna attack Bubbles. So Temerity, that is a 16 to hit. Bubbles, that is a 11.
Nope.
Give it to me.
All right, I'll give it to you. We're getting through it. 4 slashing damage.
Oh, I look a little jacked up.
All right. That's them. The start of Oz's turn, I'm going to say that the fire does 1d6 damage to Giz, who is standing in it, but does not seem to affect the creature as it is kind of floating. You take 5 fire damage, Giz. And Oz, it is your turn.
Oz is still covered in deer blood and just like set things on fire. He's feeling pretty good. So he's just gonna like start like he's obviously very giddy. He's gonna do an Eldritch Blast again on the smoking form. That's
Okay.
a natural 17. So
That will hit.
hits with all of my thingies.
Don't even bother
Ooh,
rolling the hex
thingies.
damage because it's immune.
It's immune. Okay.
It's immune to
To
necrotic.
necrotic.
Damn it! I rolled a 6 on it too.
I'm sorry.
Okay, then that's just 8 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
It's covered in deer blood. Like his eyes are really white because like it's all red, and he's just like, and he just like uses the mirror and like, I almost imagine it's like this time he's like looking in it. He's looking at the shadowy figure like that. Yeah, he's like, and
Look what
it like
happened,
shoots
fam!
up.
Live stream.
All right. So, as you're kind of looking in your reflection, you give a big smile into the mirror. Again, the glass seems to crack and explode out, and then as the pieces of glass form and focus a beam over your shoulder, piercing the heart of this shadow, and there's just a large as it just dissipates, and it seems that the shrubs also just immediately wither and fall away, and this darkness that has taken over this space of the grove, all of this purplish light seems to settle, and you can start to see almost like smoke fading away. You can see the sun start to peek on through, and you are out of initiative, so we no longer need the map.
Speaking of smoke, Giz is going to take 1 step away from the fire.
Yes. The fire seems to kind of kill itself off.
I'm gonna grab that dude's head.
Like, just off?
I want to get a look at him. I want to see what he look at him,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna cut his head off with my axe.
Do you need any help with that? I'm gonna take my big serrated knife out.
Yeah, sure.
If you need help with any skinning, please let me do it. I was not happy with how you handled the deer.
I did pretty good.
Jasper is going to come out from his hiding place from the trees next to Oz. Well,
It was pretty clean, right?
as
For a hunter.
What did you say?
Not for a hunter, it wasn't.
not for a hunter.
Gotcha.
Temerity, give me an investigation. Would you like to do an investigation or a medicine check? What do you want to know about looking
Well, I
over
want to
this guy?
see if he looked like he was affected by the blade. Like, does he have the concentric circles and his eyes are on his body? Because he wasn't purple like the other ones were, right?
Now that you can see, he is.
Okay, so, and does he look like he's one of the Vishani? Like, one of those kinds of...
He does. So
Okay.
those are all surface level things. If you'd like to make an investigation check to see if you discern any other...
Let me see if he has anything, like, on him, any cool stuff. Let me loot the body! Ooh. That's pretty good. That's a 24.
Yeah, okay. So he is a member of the Vishani, male, looks to be about maybe the same age as Dane, a little bit of an older elf. He is wearing the dressings of a druid, very similar to how Giz is dressed. He has... Well, I mean, he has the trappings of a druid, so I would say he's actually similarly dressed to Dane as well. Forgive me. I forgot that you just wear a loincloth. He has a quarterstaff. He is wearing leather armor. He has a shield, which looks to be made from the shoulder blade of what looks to be a large bovine or deer-like creature that's kind of just affixed onto his arm like a buckler. And he has sort of like a little bag of, you're going to make fun of me, a little bag of fetishes, little kind of druidic sort of components for his spellcasting. And he is covered in the concentric circles. They are in his eyes. They are embedded in his skin. But the Vishani don't have gold. No money. But he does have all of the other things that I said. So I would say he has basically a druid component, the equivalent of a druid component pouch or druidic focus with his fetishes, a quarterstaff, a shield, and leather armor.
I forgot to mention, because I just remembered this because I have not played a Fiend Warlock before, but when the great shadowy creature's done and it calms down, I'm like walking over to the like remnant area of it. I don't know if it left anything behind, but when I have Dark One's Blessing. When I reduce something to 0, it gives me 6 temporary hit points.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna. It's like a little bit like there's just some wisps of it, just like breathing it in. That's it.
Yep.
Just snorts.
Just snort some shadow.
It's just
Bubbles
a little
sits
bit of
down
shadow.
next to Maverick and looks really tired.
Yes, your strength is still reduced.
Actually, I was going to say Maverick is just going to try and take off and just like run in any random direction as fast as he can away from this place.
Sure, roll a d4.
4.
All right, you run south.
Can I try to grab him?
You are adjacent to him. You can make a contest.
Yeah, he's panicked.
Your acrobatics versus your athletics.
Have 21.
Yeah, you beat me. I got an 18.
Are you dashing?
Flips out of the graphs.
I'm really weak, guys.
Are you dashing?
Yeah. So you
So
can,
90 feet of movement.
If he's
Maverick
running,
is-
I'll yell out in an vessel, stop, and command him to stop if I can.
Yeah, that's a saving throw. I would say it gets within your line of sight.
Usually Oz wouldn't give a shit if he's just gonna run, he's gonna run. But Maverick was very, very helpful when Oz did not pitch, so he's gonna ride.
That's out of character. That's super sweet. But in character, one, what is he making? He's making a wisdom save?
Yeah, I'm
I think
lucky. It's a wisdom save.
Yes, it's a wisdom.
And does he feel himself being controlled?
I will. I will.
He got a natural 1, so it doesn't matter.
So you start to run, and as you hear Oz go, "Stop," in a language that you don't understand. I don't believe you speak it.
No.
You feel, even though you're so panicked, it's like your mind is saying, "Run, run, 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 run," and your body just stands and is relaxed. This would only technically be for a round, so you.
I'm gonna go over and give him a hug.
Yeah, within that time, I'll like go over and just like. Oz only knows how to comfort. I only know how to comfort like in physical affection, so I'll just like pat him and
hugging him.
He's like shivering.
The-
Still doesn't know who you all are.
After about a few seconds, you do now regain control of your body. They are hugging and petting you.
It's okay, Maverick. You're okay. It's okay.
Anybody have any alcohol? Jasper, that moonshine. You got any of that?
Actually, you hold on. How many spell slots do you have, Oz?
I have 3. So
you have 3 at level 2?
No, 2. I have 2, so I've used both of them, so I don't have any now.
You actually, but you cast Hex, and you cast Burning
you're
Hands.
right.
This did not happen.
You're right. This
okay,
never mind. So you ran.
Forgive me. Yes,
wait,
That's
what?
my bad. I thought I had.
He did not have a spell slot to cast Command.
I thought I had 3 spell slots, but I only.
So
Oh.
actually, you were. So we'll have to kind of rewind this a little bit. I have to say, because you couldn't cast that. So you call out stop, and you go, "Oh, damn it!" He sprints a full 90 feet
An
and
infernal.
is gone. Yeah. He sprints a full 90 feet and is gone.
Can I still see him?
No, because your dark vision is 60 feet.
Oh.
I think
And
the
you
horseman went the other way. He's going the wrong way.
Maverick!
I don't even think I would hear that. Would I be able to even hear them that far if I'm just thinking run?
Do you know how loud Bubbles is?
I mean, if you, no, you have keen smell, right? Not keen hearing.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I can
What's your
smell
passive?
something.
I would say his ears hear you, but his brain doesn't. He's panicking. He's basically under fear.
He is just burning off energy. He will be back.
We don't have time for this. I want to get the hell out of this forest.
I feel really
How does the
anxious.
general layout of the forest look now after the spirit, the totem, has been destroyed? Has anything changed in the nature of the trees, or?
It's hard to see any immediate effects. The large roots that seem to have been coming from the totem, which once pulsed with purple energy, now seem wilted, and but they are still all around, and everything almost looks kind of black, kind of slimy.
Can I lean down and just, because this is going to take a handful of the slime and just sniff it?
Okay. You do not have to make a Constitution save, or the blight has seemed to have been stopped? Question mark. It smells. You would not know this, but for JJ, it smells like burnt rubber. Mixed with kind of like, just decay. Doesn't smell good, and it's very viscousy.
Can I taste it?
Mm-hmm. When like SpongeBob made that like whole big thing with like peanuts and stuff, and he touched his tongue to it, and he went like, "Wah!" Your like tongue just naturally does that, whether or not you find this tasting good or not. It's like hot.
It does taste different from what it tasted before.
You live on the edge, don't you?
The edge of what?
Glory.
Just licking blight.
But you ate it before?
As I said, I am curious.
I respect that.
What are we gonna do about Maverick? And I'm really tired. I need a nap.
I mean, someone's either gonna have to go get him, or he's gonna have to find his own damn way back.
Let's just sit and take a break. How about that? We'll see
Is
if
anyone
Maverick comes
hungry?
back.
Does anyone want some food?
Maybe we cook some food and have that smell drift out. Maverick smells pretty well, right?
I have just the thing.
And he's just gonna concentrate a little bit. He's looking down at the palm of his hand, and he opens up his hand, and 10 little mushrooms spread up from his hand.
Oh, they're little good berry mushrooms!
Yeah.
That's cute.
Because Goodberry.
Please take one.
I will take.
Takes one himself and
I'll take one.
After watching the lizard eat it, I'll eat it.
Jasper will pass by you, Giz, and take one, as he has partake of your good berry mushrooms before. He's gonna make his way over to Temerity to look at this body with you.
Yeah, I was gonna call over Giz and be like, "Hey, Frills, do you know what any of this stuff does?" And I'm gonna kind of hand the little fetish bag out.
Why is it called a fetish bag? Why is it a bag component?
Well, I mean,
I
because
pull out a whip. There's a
Yeah!
There it is.
Ball
Giz?
gag.
handcuffs.
Giz, you recognize the bag.
All right.
It bears some resemblance to a bag I carry myself.
And he reaches from underneath his loincloth.
The front or the back?
You know whose this is.
Oh, I know whose it is.
Yes, that's what I meant by you. Thank you for sharing. And
By the way, just
you and Jasper kind of actually both come to this realization at the same time. This is if this is his bag, then it would make sense that this person is Elba, a druid from the Vashani that you both escorted into the Darkwood, as he, like you, was interested in trying to understand its origin and cure it.
I look towards Jasper.
This is Elba's bag, is it not?
Well, damn, you're right. It is.
They were looking at the guy.
I was...
Down.
I'm surprised I did not recognize him.
Well, he doesn't look a lot like he did when he last passed by ours. I was hoping he got back out, but
Do you
looks
think we
like
should
the...
bring the body back to the Vashani? Do they do that? Do they need that for?
You have his head, do you not?
No, I
Did
haven't
you-
cut off the head yet. I
Okay.
have not cut off the head yet.
isn't this the guy
I would-
Maverick was supposed to find for the little boy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was telling me he's got a kid back in the village, but he said that it was his duty as a druid to try and stop this. But after they sent him, no more came. To answer your question, they do seem to do something with their dead. They've never let me in. It's some kind of private ceremony.
We'll just
It must be like my folk. When someone dies, we consume the body so they become part of us forever.
We're not doing. No, we're not.
That
doing
sounds fascinating.
We call it the feasting. We lay them out ceremonially, strip them of all their clothes and weapons,
Oh.
and the shaman would take the first bite, starting the feasting. Perhaps that is what they do.
That's
Maybe. Don't disrespect other people's cultures, Temerity.
I am hungry just thinking about it.
I'm gonna take another good berry.
It's cool, but it's disgusting.
Good shroom.
So
Well-
what, should we just strap this onto somebody's back, this body, and go find the other stuff we need to find and then get out?
Well, I need
Get
to
Maverick.
eat first.
Take a
Can I
little rest.
pour
Let's cook
Eldra's
some food. Maybe we can.
fetishes into my own bag?
Okay.
Just
You
whatever's in
have,
my
you have
bag
more
here.
fetishes.
Take his fetishes. Absorb the fetishes.
Well, I got my cot. We could kind of put him in that. We can kind of tie it up, wrap it up to kind of keep it.
Let's
Need to carry him.
let's rest for a second and see if we can lure Maverick back with some food burning for a fire. How's that sound?
All right. I mean, I if you want, you can rest. I feel bad. I didn't want to. I didn't really help in the fight. I told you I'm not really cut out for it, but
I just
I'm
pat
pretty
him
good
on his
tracker.
shoulder or his thigh. I don't know if he's standing or sitting, but I'll just pat him.
He's standing. Yeah, you getting to like his hip.
I pat his hip. It's okay. You don't have to apologize.
Oh, well,
I mean-
to make up for it, I can try. I'm pretty good at tracking. I could see if I can find him.
Yeah, go for it.
So,
All right.
Jasper, would you like me to assist you?
Sure, Giz, if you want to come, or you can stay here and have a rest with these folk. Whatever works for you. I appreciate your company. So,
I will come.
all right. If we're not back in about half an hour, maybe come asking for us. Basically, I'll go out and if I can't find him in that time, I'll turn around and start heading back.
Alrighty.
All right. So you all settle down to start a short rest. Giz and Jasper are going to go out for Maverick. Maverick, how far and how are you
Knowing
doing?
He's just looking for like water, an open field, someplace that looks like remotely not fucking scary.
All right. I would say that you ran. If you've been running for a few minutes now, you've made quite a bit of track. There's all these, darkened trees, and you as you start to calm down a little bit, you do remember that you woke up today by a river. So you start kind of diverting your course towards that. I'm going to just roll a survival check again. Well, you're not really being stealthy, are you?
No, I don't think he has the mind to.
All right. Giz, would you be assisting in any way with the tracking?
Sure.
Would you like to roll a survival check with advantage?
Can do. So that's an 18.
All right. Yeah, easily able to find his tracks through this kind of squishy, marshy kind of aspect of the Darkwood, and you do see that it looks like he eventually turns course and started heading back towards the river where you had made camp.
Shall we go find him, Jasper? You lead the way.
All right. Yeah, he should be. He'll probably stop at the river. He won't try to cross it alone. The others, though, they need some way to know that we're gonna be heading out that way. Aren't you able? You able to like talk to any sort of kind of little critters or anything like that?
I could before, but today I feel I'm not in the mood to talk to any creatures.
All right, fair enough. Well, yeah, I'll continue on. You want to go with me? You want to let them know? What do you want to do?
I will turn back.
All right, I'll try and get him, and we'll wait. If I can get him to stop, we'll wait by the river for y'all. Okay?
I will lead them here.
All right.
See you soon.
See you soon, Giz. Good work out there, by the way. It was really impressive how you saved him like that. I saw.
'Tis what I do.
Good. And he kind of awkwardly turns, and he's going to continue after Maverick. So the rest of you, you're just doing your short rest.
We
Yeah.
made it.
Kristy was muted.
I got it. I'd pulled them open. I would like to try and focus with the necklace and try and contact Bahamut again. Because now I'm even weaker.
Okay.
I probably know it's not gonna work, but this is Bubbles' mentality.
Give me. I'm gonna change it up for you now.
Okay.
Give me a charisma check.
Ooh, that I'm better at. Okay. Just straight charisma?
Yeah, let's do that.
18.
All right. You focus, and that warmth, you realize that it has grown since you woke up today, and you, again, it's like in your dream. You hear that echoous breathing and heartbeat, and your mind flashes fast through the images from your dream, the shattered egg, the large crystalline mithril palace, the warmth, the glow, and that platinum throne. Empty, but the breathing. And it feels almost like it's your breathing and another together.
Bahamut, can you hear me?
Breathing sounds like shivering.
Are you hurt? What can I do? What do you need me to do? Oh no.
And it fades.
Is she talking out loud or in her head?
Probably out loud. Because she doesn't have her mind speech anymore, so yeah, she's talking out loud. Find Jeeves, he'll fix you!
Oz might walk over to her, kind of like put a hand on her shoulder. Hey,
Hi.
talk to someone too.
I'm trying. He sounds hurt. But he's really strong, he shouldn't be hurt.
You know, Short Stack, you're one of the stronger people I've ever met. Instead of asking Bahamut for help, why don't you just focus on what you can do? I'm sure if you keep focusing, eventually you'll be able to move mountains. Who needs a god when you're as strong as you are?
Well, I used to move mountains, but I can't anymore.
You'll get there. You can't rely on gods. You can't rely on other people. You need to learn to rely on
But
yourself.
he's my best friend. And if he's hurt, I want to help him. I don't need him to help me, I want to help him.
Bubble,
Well, can't do shit right now.
Bubble.
Yeah.
You want to help him. Understand? I talked to them too, and I couldn't hear them for a while. Now I can, and I'm sorry you can't hear yours. But maybe he's waiting for something. Maybe he needs you for something. My friends need me to do things for them. Keep them strong, happy. Needs you to be strong and happy.
I can be strong, but I can't be happy. Not like this. I don't know where Tara is. He sent me here, and now I can't contact Jeeves. And now I feel really weak, and I need a nap, and he sounds really hurt.
Oh, and Oz will like croon and like hold her and like talk super sweet, like sugary sweet, and be like just like baby talk, or just not like baby talk, literally, just more like it's okay, it's okay.
And Temerity's definitely going more dad on this. Like, come on, rub some dirt in it.
While you are resting, you are feeling your strength returning. Also, please feel free to roll your hit dice for your short rest.
I already did that. I'm healed up.
Also, like,
Wait, so
encourage
did my modifier go up, or is it still at 13?
Your strength has returned.
Oh, okay.
After the completion of the short rest, it will have fully returned.
Gotcha.
Also, just like lean up against a tree and like try and encourage Bubbles to like lay like next to her, like against a tree.
Oh yeah, she's got a death grip on your leg.
He'll just cuddle with her by a tree, and he's totally like mellow about it. Doesn't it affects him at all, like in any.
Listen, we're gonna get out of this godforsaken forest. We're gonna go screw with some goblins and take their shit, and then we're gonna go find some damn civilization. And maybe we won't find Bahamut there, but maybe your Terra or your Jeeves will be there. Maybe my people will be there. And it's gonna happen in the next couple of days. We're gonna be fine.
Civilization, please.
Yeah.
About that time is when Giz would be returning to you.
Find him, Frills.
I found his track, yes. He is by the river.
What?
By the river.
JJ's face.
All right then. Well, so at the river.
I was kind of going quiet to let Maverick get his.
All right. So Maverick, you reach what looks to be the campsite, or the remnants of the campsite that you had awoken at, where all the tents and everything have been picked up, but there's the remnants of the fire pit, and there's that rushing, powerful water. You didn't realize it was this strong before. You don't really remember.
Yeah.
But it's not long after that you hear movement behind you.
I'm gonna just like stripe up as close to the river as possible, settle down, and just like wipe away any sort of tears, and just like curl up next to the water.
You hear something come up behind you in this moment. Hey. Look, you don't even have to turn around. Just breathe with me, all right? I'm gonna breathe. Just do it with me now, okay? 1, 2.
The things that I've seen, the place that I went, it was dark. I couldn't breathe. I could not move. I was nothing. I did not. What was that feeling? What happened to me?
Look, you went down in the fight, but you're okay now, all right? Everyone's fine. All the darkness and the bad stuff is gone. You did it. You stopped the blight. That's what we went there to do.
That place. I do not want to go to that place ever again.
You don't have to, all right? No one wants you to go to that place. They want you here, all right? You ran away. They just wanted to help you.
I don't know where I am. I just woke up and I did as you all said, and I did the good things. I hit things. I tried, and the sky it attacked me.
You did everything that you were supposed to do. I'm sorry that you got hurt. I'm sorry that I didn't help more. Would you like something to drink?
He's actually gonna like fall into like you and just like ball into your chest.
He's gonna just hold you. Look, the others are coming, all right? I'm not going anywhere, all right? I'm right here.
It's like slight monkey cooing.
He
I love that the two small ones are just having mental breakdowns, and the other one's like,
he starts instinctively petting you with his stone arm and kind of almost winces a bit and pets with the other one.
See his tail just kind of like flap back and forth.
Back at everyone else. You've completed your short rest. What would you like to do?
Follow Giz.
All right.
Yeah, I
Are you
wanna find
taking
Maverick.
anything off of Elba's body?
taking Elba.
You're taking the whole body. Did you loot him? You're D&D players. Did you loot him?
I mean, Giz has the fetishes, but
Yes. You
Was
looted
it having interesting is the question for Oz.
Is there anything?
leather armor, quarterstaff shield.
Someone wanted the leather armor, right?
I'm not taking this armor off of the body. That's what the deer skin's for. I'd rather not bring the body back naked, wearing its armor. That seems like shitty even for me, and I'm a pretty shitty person.
Why
you know
don't
what's
you
funny?
just swap your clothes with his, and then you won't be naked?
I did write something in my document in case you decided to do that. So
Nah, I mean, I can carry him. He's kind of big, but I mean, short stack. If you think you can carry
I'll
a
help.
full
Yeah,
body,
I can carry him. It's fine. I'll just put him over my shoulders.
all right.
Oh! Everything froze again. Discord, why? Hi, stream. It's just me and you. What's up? Wait for it. Wait
He's
for it.
here.
There we go. Everyone just
We saw
we
you
still all
though and
got
heard
this-
you the whole time.
It's just you and me. It's just you and me. Stream.
Oh, it
All
says
right.
that we went offline.
We did not.
Are we good?
Yeah, it went offline.
Are we good now?
We shouldn't be offline. We should still be online.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. I think it's good. Looks good. You all make your way. Eventually, it takes a little while. You make your way back to the camp where you see Jasper holding Maverick by the river, led by Giz. You have made it back to your original halfway camp.
As I said, there he is.
Thanks, Giz. I'm just gonna pat Giz on the hip and then go over and give Maverick a hug.
I will hold the body while this
I was
is
gonna say,
happening.
put down the body.
Yeah, you just like.
Just hugging with a body.
It's
on
simple.
my shoulder.
The body that is literally scarring him.
when you shuck it off onto the ground, it sounds squishy.
No, I'm gonna hold it.
Okay, it feels squishy. Also, in your investigation, there was one of those purple mushrooms growing out of his head. But yes.
So I'm hugging a Bubbles without dead body, right?
Yes.
Okay. Hey,
Are you okay?
don't know who you all are.
I'm Bubbles. We met like 2 days ago or a day ago.
I think I died today.
Oh
No,
my.
you did not die. I spored on you, and you rose back up.
I spored on you.
Yeah, Gil saved you. He healed you. You're not dead.
I saw things and I feel like I should not be here anymore. I feel like I'm not really here at all.
Give me
It
your hand.
helps so much. Just like palms. Your palms.
Do you feel this? Do you feel my hand?
I do.
I put his hand to my face. I feel you. You're real. I'm real. It's okay. See? It's warm.
How close are we to the water?
You went kind of to the edge. Where you were sitting. You're close to the bank where you were sitting with Bubbles. Oh, well, you don't know. You don't remember.
Here's what's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna actually use my tail to splash her in the face.
Again! God damn it, Maverick!
Jasper kind of like hides a chuckle. Not well.
I think I do remember you.
I punch him on the shoulder.
You take a point of damage.
And I die.
And he goes right back down. You instantly fail.
Not lethal! Not lethal! Bubbles doesn't do lethal!
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, Maverick, would you like a mushroom? I grew them myself.
No. I would actually. I
More for me.
would definitely accept a moonshine if you so willingly offer.
Yeah, you're gonna bleed me dry at this point, but pops the cork, passes it to you. I wish I could make a good cork popping sound.
I don't know.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Thank you, everyone. So he pops like 6 corks
Corks
Six
everything.
bottles.
and
Triple fist.
hands it over to
He
you.
tries to do the knife trick, but just cuts the top of the bottle off and it explodes.
Giz, you're gonna have to lend me some of those mushrooms that I can try and put them into the next brew. I need something to make it with, and I ain't using anything from the dockwood.
I have 5 left. You'll have to pluck them out of my hand, though.
Yeah, I know. Kind of takes
This
time.
is the day that I stopped drinking.
All right. Well, there's plenty of daylight left. You could probably make it on back to the grove.
I mean, we just have to find an ironwood tree, and I don't know if there's any ore in this place, but that's what everybody wanted, and then we will wipe our hands clean of the Vishani.
I don't know if I'm the only one wondering. What about that centaur man?
Yeah, I mean, I figure we could warn them about him.
Yeah, he was saying some really weird stuff to that guy.
Wait, did you understand him?
Oh yeah.
Well, what was he saying?
I'm sorry, it was a little bit of a tense situation. He said, oh god, they would. I mean, there was a little bit of stuff about sacrifices.
Sacrifices.
Yeah.
Bubbles, cover Maverick's ears. God, he's gonna run off again.
There was a little bit of something about sacrifices, and there were and then the big one said something along the lines of, what was that? Looked at you, and then y'all kind of started doing your thing. Which, by the way, that was all very amazing to watch. I'm sorry again, but anyway, he before he hit the thing, and when he ran, he said something like, the meld must the meld must survive, persevere, something sort of like that. Like the meld must continue.
Meld.
Yeah, they said it a few times when we first showed up. Something about the meld. I don't know. You know, it's the language is kind of weird. It's meld is the closest word for it. It's sort of like they're saying join or fuse. You know, something like that. But it's not in the. It's not
Doesn't translate perfectly.
No, because they weren't saying it necessarily like something you do. Normally you join two things together or you fuse two things together. They were saying it more like it was a name. With the syntax and all that. That's what the big guy was talking about to Elba, I guess.
That's weird.
It's like we got something. Not that I'm particularly interested in or anything in pursuing it. I think we go to Merity's route. We let him. But something else is going on.
Honestly, that's fine by me. To answer the with the ore, I mean the place that I want to go to later's got a. It looked like it maybe had been some sort of mine, or at least connected to a mine. You could probably get some ore there. Ironwood trees would be back into the Darkwood, probably a little bit up north. There was a grove of them. It was just really infected.
Well, I mean, how about we go get the Ironwood, pit stop back with the Vishani, make our way to Goblin Land.
All right.
Sound good to everybody else?
I'm fine with that.
If you want, I can kind of get a little. But between doing all that, we might be getting a little bit low on daylight. I could make camp here. You could leave Elba here with me, and I can get some.
He's getting
going.
pretty squishy. I think we need to bring him back.
I know, but I mean, you need to come back this way anyway to cross the bridge. You don't need to lug him around. I can watch him, and you can go get those. What you got to do and come back, and we'll find a way across the river with him.
Okay.
Well, if he starts to rapidly decompose or anything, just I don't know.
I feel like you should burn it if something starts to change.
All right, I'll
You
get a
should put
fire.
pebbles on the eyes so the salt doesn't leave the body.
That too. That's actually a really good idea.
Good idea.
Oh, all right, I'll get a fire going, and I'll put some pebbles on his eyes. Though I think he might have died a while ago. We'll try it, and I'll be here when you get back.
Okay.
Alright. So we'll go find Ironwood.
All right. I will say, for the purpose of expediting this as we get close to the end, just give me you can all give me a group survival check just to find them and general traversal.
Natural 20!
Okay.
Also natural 20.
Okay.
5.
15.
Oh, I got a 19.
All right. Easy to find. You basically just turn around, go the same way you went, go north past all of the remnants of the totem. You do find a grove of these trees that seem to have these veins of iron in them. This looks to be a small patch of ironwood trees.
I pull out the tool.
All
Do
right.
you want me to use it? Do you
It
want to
would
use
be-
it?
Is good with their hands.
I know how to make
I pick up my hands and my feet.
It would basically be 2 sleight of hand checks.
Oh, I'm amazing.
I have woodcarver's tools. I don't know if that helps at all.
I would say that basically would allow you to add an additional set of. You would get another +2, basically an additional proficiency added, a tool proficiency added on to whatever you have for your sleight of hand check.
It's not much.
Okay.
I can do it.
Okay. You have to be very careful. It's really delicate. It's like the only one. Don't break it.
Giz, can you show him where is a good spot to cut it if you're familiar with the forest?
Yes.
Oh, I just called Giz Giz. I did not mean to do that. That's the first time I've ever called any of you by name. Oops.
He's just that alluring.
I can do that.
All right.
Given my just before this happens, given my time in Euranea, would these trees be normal in this region?
They are fairly normal in this part of the Everwood. They are used by various tribes in lieu of mining. There is the only possible places to mine are kind of to the east and north of the forest. So in this part of the forest, it's really good for making tools out of it. The bark and some of the wood underneath can basically be tempered and made as hot as iron, get it as wood.
All right, I'm gonna guide Maverick ghost style. Like I've done.
Go for it. So make 2 sleight of hand checks for me, and you can do them with advantage as Giz is helping you.
This Giz is Patrick Swayze on this monkey.
I do love
Best
this.
scene ever. I need fan art of this ASAP.
They gotta play the music. Wait, that was a
That's
natural
lizard-
one?
No, the first one. I'm sorry.
Oh.
The first one is 21,
Okay. Okay.
and the second one's better. That is 18 plus 6.
All right. So what?
21 and
what
24.
Yeah.
basically what Giz instructs you is to kind of it's almost like peeling like a potato put on a tree, and you kind of move around it in a circle and you get various strips. The others remind you that you were told, because you don't remember, that going up higher you can get kind of a different density of wood, so you do that for the second one and you go all the way around again, and you have 2 fairly good piles of 2 different densities of ironwood bark. You have completed your tasks.
I will carry that back.
Good job, Fuzzball. You made yourself useful.
All right. You make your way.
Town.
Yep. So you make your way back to the camp, where it seems that there is a small fire going, but it seems that Jasper has kept his word. He has waited. He did not burn the body. There are 2 little river stones on the eyes, and he's been kind of just eyeing that little purple mushroom. Oh, you're back.
Yeah, we did it.
He didn't well, that's good job. He didn't do nothing weird, but the mushroom did. I didn't know if that was kind of. I did not. No, it was. I was watching him, and I went to go put the stones on, and I saw it kind of like bloomed, and it shot a little cloud of spores. I jumped back. I didn't get any on me, but they went down river.
Maybe we shouldn't bring it back to the people then. Or not all the way into the city, because if it's contagious...
I mean, should we take off the mushroom and throw it in the fire?
I want to look at the mushroom. Perhaps I have one in my own head.
Don't touch it. I can...
Can I make
You
a
want-
nature check?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a natural 20. Oh,
Yeah. So
it's a 26.
as you are very, very aware, mushrooms actually thrive on dead creatures. So though the body that it seems that it has been controlling, it seems like it's growing out of the skull. Even though that the creature is very much so deceased, that mushroom is very alive, and you can see it is kind of inverted almost, and it looks like it has released all of its spores. And from what you can tell of mushrooms, or at least ones that seem to act in this way, it normally releasing of the spores is part of its reproductive cycle and its life cycle. They normally wilt a little while after this, as they have passed on their genetic material to spread somewhere else.
Give it maybe till the morning, and the mushroom will have receded back.
Okay, that's a good idea.
All right, you wanna double time it back to the grove or camp, or what do you want to do?
I think we should just try to get back to the Vishani as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Can I take a quick look at Jasper to see if the spores release him? That makes me a little uncomfortable.
You want to do like a medicine check?
Yeah. And 17?
You don't notice anything. I mean, besides the very obvious, he's turning to stone, but you knew that already.
Yeah, okay. Checking.
Nothing fungally. Seems like he's already got his own problems.
Cool. Just checking.
All right. Again, for expediency, so we're kind of wrapping up. It'll kind of be another big scene. This could be, I could basically just say that, you gather the body and you've made your way to the entrance of the grove, and if you'd like, we can just pick it up there next, well, actually, in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of
Sounds
just
good.
close off the session there for today. Kind of a more lull cutoff, not a big cliffhanger. You gathered up your things and you'll make your way back to the grove at about twilight or sunfall.
Sounds good.
All right. So, let's see. Thank you, everyone, for sticking with us. Thank you, JJ, for coming to play.
Yay, yay, yay.
Hopefully you can be with the party for a little while. I'm
so.
working on scheduling a guest, so we're gonna see how that looks in the coming weeks. But next week, everyone, we will not be running Wish. Instead, Danica here is going to be running the long anticipated by all of us part 2 of her special homebrew one-shot series Brood, where we all play a wonderful dragon siblings. So
excited.
we know a little bit about what we're doing, but we have no idea. We're going to be dragons. The first, technically it's in 2 parts, but the first section of that story is on the Proficiency Bonus YouTube channel. If you would like to watch it, so that you know what's going on.
You like dragons. You like it a lot.
It's really good. Danica's great. Danica's a million leagues better than me.
No,
You are both so
excellent.
good.
All of you.
We're both excellent.
The 4 players have incredible chemistry together and like a joyride.
Is JJ playing in Brood?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That JJ may make an appearance.
Okay.
So we'll see. What you guys? I'm very excited.
So
I'm very
excited, oh my
excited.
god.
Also, thank you, Danica, for this new overlay.
Yeah.
We'll work with it. We'll work with it a little bit as time goes on, but it looks beautiful. Like right by, I think it's here to my right. I can't tell if it's mirrored or not.
Yeah, it's mirrored.
On one of my sides, there's the crest for the Golden Heroes, which is a faction that these guys will probably be meeting soon. So it looks awesome. Thank you, Danica. That was so nice of you for surprising me with that. Tuesday, April 2nd, we're going to be having a new show on Proficiency Bonus. It's called Tabletop Legends, and we are going to be doing a giveaway. It is the alternate hardcover copies of the, I think it's the Player's Handbook and the Dungeon Master's Guide.
It's the core rule set.
The core rule
it's 3. I think it's Monster Manual, Player's Handbook, Dungeon Master's Guide. I believe it's like that whole alternate cover.
The whole alternate cover special bundle, we're going to be giving it away. So if you want to know how you can get that, you need to tune in to the first episode of Tabletop Legends. That is at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, April 2nd.
Check Twitter for more information. I just linked it in
Twitter.
the chat.
Yep, the Proficiency Bonus Twitter is in the chat. Tomorrow, Kristy is going to be running her wonderful talk show, Mysticwour.
We're back. It's been a rough few months, but we're back with Curse of Strahd Part 2. Finally, I swear to
Curse
God,
of
it's
Strahd
happening.
Part 2.
It's actually
After a
happening.
few months.
It's actually happening. I'm sorry. We had some...
they're on like episode 6 or 7.
Yeah. I had some personal issues to deal with, but they're all sorted out, so yay!
But we love you anyway. And let's see, we have a couple things not showing this week, right? Storm King's Thunder.
No Storm King's
Delve and
Thunder, no
Dash.
Delve and Dash.
And no Delve and Dash.
Yeah, Storm King's Thunder will be back next Friday, not this Friday. We kind of need a little bit of break after we lost Anastasius, and the DM needs to take a break as well. So,
spoilers, Kristy!
I mean, if they haven't caught up, too bad.
I know, but there's a whole bunch of new people.
All over social media.
It was
all over. Everyone knows.
It was emotional. It was emotional, but I think that's everything. So thank you, OBS, Streamlabs, Roll20, Many-Sided Dice. Remember our sponsor, Dice Bard. Use the promo code PROBO for free expedited shipping anywhere in the world. Get yourself some Dice Bard dice.
Sounds good.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Do it to him.
my lovely players, when you go against the meld, always remember to add your proficiency bonus. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for
Yee.
tuning in to Wish. I hope you all have a lovely night. And look out for those mushrooms. Bye.
Okay, love you,
Bye.
bye.